bullshit.
Step right up, got tickets on sale. In today's episode, trains coming off the rails. Watch it all burn from the screen on your phone. But don't you worry about it, you're safe at home. Every talking head will tell you everything's fine. It's the blind leading the blind. Yeah, it's a circus out here, we're wobbling on a wire. There's a lady with a beard, clowns juggling fire. Elephants and donkeys got us jumping through hoops. Y'all wish that I was lying, but you know that it's the truth. Get your popcorn ready and pour you something strong. If the world's still spinning, the shit show goes on. Well, the world's strongest man just dropped the ball, and the tent's caving in from the weight of it all. Yeah, the lion's out the cage, puppets in a rage, and the ringleader's on parade. It's a circus out here, we're wobbling on a wire. There's a lady with a beard, clowns juggling fire. Elephants and donkeys got us jumping through hoops. Y'all wish that I was lying, but you know that it's the truth. Get your popcorn ready and pour you something strong. If the world's still spinning, the shit show goes on.
Come on! Witness the greatest show on earth! Ignore the flames!
It's a circus out here, we're wobbling on a wire. There's a lady with a beard, clowns juggling fire. Elephants and donkeys got us jumping through hoops. Y'all wish that I was lying, but you know that it's the truth. Get your popcorn ready and pour you something strong. If the world's still spinning, the shit show goes on.
All right, sorry about that. Hold on. I cannot hear you, Gigi. Uh-oh.
Okay, now you can
There
hear
you
me.
go. There it is.
Fuck me. And I did the Rick thing. We have a friend on Good Luck America who doesn't go to the bottom and see that says no sound, no sound. Gigi, we can't hear you. Gigi, you're muted. Gigi, no sound. Gigi, pay attention. No audio. See that all the way through. Fuck. It's a good thing you came up. Okay. Well, here we are. I have felt like shit for the last couple days because I did something to my shoulder. Not sure what I did. I think it might have been from doing too much with the garage, but who the fuck knows? All I know is if I could just like cut from here all the way back to around my shoulder blade, I'd do it. If I could just whack that off, hell yeah, I'd do it. It hurts that bad. So, my daughter brought me some spray stuff, which does seem, I don't know, maybe it's just a smell I think smells good, so it's working. But it's that almost like icy hot, but it's some spray stuff that's supposed to be amazing. So I put some of that on, and I took 3 ibuprofen earlier, and now I'm on to wine, and we'll see if that helps.
Hell yeah.
So, so Flatty's getting the boobies because Mishka said no, she don't want them, and Flatty's going to tell me she don't want them either. So then they're going to go to Cynthia, more than likely. So howdy, Cynthia. I think you are the proud owner of a boob. You don't get 2 boobs here. You have to come back for the second one. Sorry, that's just how the game's played. And they're all imaginary, so you can imagine the other one now if you want.
Yeah.
And Sun Honey, how are you, darling? Who else do we got? Sugar Britches, what's up? And Ty Spork, darling. And what you doing, darling? And I think we're good. Maybe. No. Yeah, maybe. Andy, what's up, Andy? My wife calls me a boob. I could use a second one. Okay, Andy. You just got to be here first, and you can have a boob. You can have as many boobs as you want if you're the first person here every time. GG, did Marv let you drive his new hot rod? Not yet, but I really, with my shoulder the way it is, I haven't really wanted to do a whole lot of anything. I got to tell you. It was hurting, and I stopped doing anything, and then Marv came home, and there was things that we needed to finish with the garage, and of course, it was feeling a little better, so I just went the extra mile, and I think I tore the shit out of it.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I'm telling you, keeping me awake at night, the whole 9 yards. So it's been a blast. But I will be taking it out on a drive. Marva hasn't drove it much. The brakes are a little sketchy, and I'm not sure that we're going to have to change it to disc brakes as much as just put new brakes on it. I changed out, and so I think once we do that, things will probably be a little better. So it's getting ready to get taken apart in the garage. For now, it's learning its new home and environment. Because that's about what it's treated like at this point, is its own little animal. So yeah, it's been a blast with it, though. It's kind of cool because, I mean, I really do think that Marv and his buddy kind of appreciated me not going after I wasn't there. Like at first, I think they thought, you pansy ass. But then once I wasn't there, I think they were both like, fuck, this is kind of cool not having her around. This is enjoyable. Let's do this. So I think not that they didn't want me there, but I think they were. I think it was really cool for them to do like the old bud thing when, girls weren't really around. They were just learning to be teenagers. And I mean, they were around, but these are farm boys.
Yeah.
So, so it's kind of cool. Yeah, it was a really good memory, I think, for them. And Marv loved the ferry ride. He absolutely loved it. Said it was really gorgeous. He said the second day was a little boring because they didn't stop anywhere along the way because they floated by Canada.
Yeah.
But he said it was really cool. There were, he'd seen some pretty cool sights and got some pictures of some whales and all kinds of shit. So yeah,
It's awesome.
Fun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, super fun. Hey, AV, what's up? Stopping through GG. Oh, you're just stopping through. That's it. Fine. I know everybody has lives, and it's probably 8:00 your time.
Yes, 7:15 where I'm at.
Yours, yeah. Yeah. So I don't know how much everybody has dove into the whole Department of Defense directive, the 5240.01. But I just, what I don't like is, I know somebody said, well, it's just like another number. It basically meant the same thing, but there's a little more to it, I think. And it seems strange to me that they're pulling it almost a month to the day before these elections. So makes me a little leery. And I definitely don't like the idea that they're actually saying, well, our government can shoot us if we protest the government. They will bring the military down on us. I'm sorry, but I got a huge problem with that. I mean, we're supposed to be able to protest our government, and our government is supposed to work for us. It's not supposed to be the other way around. It's not, oh, well, you told us what to do, so now we're going to shoot you. That's not how that shit's supposed to go. So I have a little bit of a hard time with it. And I don't know. Maybe somebody can explain that little piece to me, because I don't care about what the rest of it says. I only care about the fact that that's what they're wanting to do. I mean, yeah, we can talk about all the other shit, but that's the piece that alarms me greatly, is that the way I see it is it's literally a protest. If you are protesting against the government, they can call the military and have them deal with your ass. Hey, Bobby.
Right.
Hey, Art. I got an issue with that. Hey, Mouse.
Yeah, as any peace and freedom loving Americans should. I mean, it's not up to the government to tell us we can or can't protest in the first place. So,
Exactly.
it's just a matter of getting people to get out there and protest. I mean, and not harm or kill people peacefully, right?
Yeah.
Where you're not becoming part of the problem yourself. So, yeah, it's what people has to understand. It's not up to the government whether we can protest or not anyway. They don't have the authority to tell you that anyway. So, but they do have the resources to put you and I away. That's the
Exactly.
part that I think people are focusing on.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the problem.
Yeah, it definitely. I think. I mean, I know there's lots of things that we should be alarmed about, but it is one of the things that I think it's quite ironic that it's happened at this time right now. Um, you know, just a
Mhm.
month before the election is when it came out. Now, the other thing is this is not a you're echoing, honey. Um,
I shut it off.
oh, this is not still working. um, you're still echoing.
I didn't even say nothing. How could I be echoing? Hold on.
Do you have YouTube open and StreamYards?
No, I don't.
She's
I don't deal with YouTube. Hang on a second. Let's see. Live tonight. All right.
um. What? Where'd you go, cat? Come back.
Uh,
What the fuck was I saying? Jeez, I lost it that quick.
I'm getting that way myself.
Oh, it couldn't be what I did before I went live or any of that stuff. Fuck me. It's right there on the tip of my tongue. What's Bobby saying? When they renew a bill. Oh, it's not a bill. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so this is not a bill. It's not a law. It's only a directive. And so it seems to me it's definitely different. Why? So what is going on, Kat?
I only came in through StreamYard and I closed everything out.
Hmm.
Hang on. Let me do this. Let's see if this helps. Does that help?
Nope.
Well, what the hell? I'm only here through StreamYard.
That is weird.
All right. I guess I'll go be in chat.
No, come back. We'll keep trying.
I don't understand. I'm
Don't
only
act
in
like a man and give
StreamYard.
up.
I shut my
I
phone
don't.
off.
Maybe that's, I don't know. That's weird.
All right.
Okay.
I'm leaving. I don't
You
know.
make
I
me
have
sound.
a red bullseye next to where it says StreamYard Studio. What does that mean?
A red bullseye.
Yeah,
I have no idea.
me neither. I've got a
They're
bullseye
watching
on my
you.
back. See, talking to you.
That's what it is. Happens to
All right, let me
everybody.
leave. I'll try again in a minute. What is that
Okay.
red bullseye? I gotta take a picture of that.
Okay. Send it to me.
All right.
Who just came in? Kyle, what's up? How are you? And who else? Did I see somebody else?
Uh,
I don't think so. Bobby was talking. That's what it was. Renew a bill. Okay. So the way I understand it, this is not a law. It's a directive, but seems like they're still going by it.
mhm.
It's all a little confusing to me, which is why I say we need to clean the slate, because we need to go back to more simpler times where people can understand it, even us fucking retards. So it would kind of be nice, and I'm not totally retarded, but it just seems like they word shit so much. They use so much bullshit, and you have so many different laws, I notice,
Mhm.
that are in every, like, there'll be the same law in 15 different bills, or you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and they'll kind of step over the top of each other in certain areas, or cancel each other out, or, and it's like, well, how in the hell did you guys let that? What, really? You just let that? That's okay that it cancels another law out, in the sense of, even though that's not what it's pertaining to. Like, it doesn't say, okay, we're putting this law to
Mhm.
take out. No, it just cancels out another law that, you know, mattered somewhere else down the road. That kind of
Well,
shit just really bugs me.
well, that's intentional to the average American to pass basically legalized crime. And that's what they do when they pass a lot of these bills is legalized crime, extortion out of you and I in the form of taxes and other things. And that's what a lot of that is. They will do that for to basically, and then to get the people trained to follow laws. So you notice how they always teach you from childhood up, always follow the law. Well, how is it
Mhm.
just if these laws are tyrannical and unjust? Did we, the people, vote on half of these laws? No. But they train you from childhood up to be a law follower, and that's why. So it makes those laws mean
Mhm.
something. That means that it means their legalized crime through these law bills means something to the people. So that's why they do it, and they train you and I to follow them because they want your participation in their legalized crime. Pretty much, that's what
Well,
it is.
right, right. But I still say, like, they'll do these directives regarding the Department of Defense. Well, so you say it's a directive and it's not necessarily a law, yet they're still, that is what they're going to go by. It's actually, it says that it's in effect. It went into
Mhm.
effect on September 27th. Now, I also know that they are suing, somebody's suing the Department of Defense for that, for the whole 5240.01.
Yeah.
So, but to me, it just, this is what I mean about, this is why I say we need to take things back to way more simpler time, because this is exactly how everything gets fucked up, is by, once you make shit so confusing and you have 40 ways to Sundays to screw somebody over like this, in the sense of, if you look in this thing, it's not, that's not just the one thing that they're doing. There's tons more shit they're doing in that directive. Well,
Mhm.
that's huge. What they're saying, they're basically taking away, they take away your, so what was it? Your First Amendment, your Fourth Amendment, and your Fifth Amendment in the process of just this one directive. Well, if it's just a directive, then to me, again, I feel like our rights are taken from us frequently, and we don't even realize it until it's down the road. And somewhere along the way, this shit will be put into law to where it really is out of our control. And, or, it's got to go through way bigger leaps and bounds than you and I have to get there to get anything changed with it. So it's just very frustrating to me that, again, here we sit getting ready for an election that why did they put this in place right before the election if they didn't plan on doing something? Because are they worried that we're going to actually stand up? Are they worried about the January 6th thing? Or are they worried, what I mean? What is it that they're so concerned with that they had to put this directive into place?
Yeah. Now, my opinion is they already know that there's going to be an uproar no matter who goes in the Oval Office. You're going to have radicalized left people. You're going to have a lot of radicalized right wing people, and the government is only cares about themselves at the end of the day. And yeah, I have to believe that they're ready for something. They already know it's going to happen. It's a clear red flag to anybody paying attention that they're trying to take more power control. That's all it is.
Mm-hmm. But do you see Art says it's nice to have an idealized view of the Constitution and through that say law is unconstitutional, but try violating that unconstitutional law and let me know how that goes. But you know what? That is the actual views that has gotten us where we are today. This is that view right there is why we keep losing our freedoms.
Mm-hmm.
It
Yep.
is. And it's not going to stop until we stand up and go, no, I don't give a shit if you put that unconstitutional law even into law. But a directive is not a law.
Mm-hmm.
So, this regarding the directive, that's not even a law. Yet we're supposed to obey it because what happens if you don't?
Right. Well, to address Bobby in the chat, it's not really left versus right at this point. It's good versus evil. It's we the people versus our government at this point. But the fact is, you have so many people in this country divided still on such basic politics and ideologies that there's a reason we're called the United States. United. We are supposed to be united in our standing against the government when it becomes like this. Whether you're a Republican or a Democrat at the end of the day, it's going to affect all of us. So I don't see it as left versus right anymore. I see it as good versus evil, tyrannical government versus the people. But I get what you're saying.
Yeah, and I think that is what he was trying to point out. The right wing no longer exists. It's MAGA center, and the left has gone so fucking nuts that the normies seem right wing. I know.
Yeah, I agree, Bobby. Exactly.
I mean, it's so fucked up to this point. We even have why did the name just slip my mind? 200,000, the people that never vote. Say the word. I know you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, what's the term?
Say it. Somebody knows it. I know that Bobby will pop off with it. Who is it? The people that never vote, that, make our furniture and make our RVs, and you know who I'm talking about. Ride-in wagons.
Oh, what is that called? Yeah, I know exactly.
Gosh. But the word, it's right there on the tip of my tongue. Amish. Thank you very much.
Amish, yes.
So you got 200,000 Amish going, oh yeah, we're voting. And we're voting for Trump.
Very interesting.
Yep. Hey, hairbag, what's up? Yeah, that should tell you just how worried. And the thing about it is, it's not just the U.S. The whole world's worried about how this shit's going to go. And I don't think that most of them are going, oh, gee, we need to have camel toe in there. Something tells me that's not what they're wishing for.
Well, she's already said she's becoming tyrannical as a president. So, yeah, I mean, if you want more of this, by all means, vote her in. See how that goes. Yeah, Bobby, I was agreeing with you, brother. Yeah. Tyranny, tolerance, acceptance of shit we know is wrong is what's got us here. Tolerance. Tolerating just a little bit more of our freedoms taken away.
Yep.
That's,
so Art said,
the issue.
The law doesn't care whether you think it's unconstitutional. Maybe you're right, but it's going to cost you more time and money than it may be worth. And I get what you're saying, but really, because my grandkids' future is probably worth more time or money than I have.
Yeah.
But it's worth it.
And that's by design. You know, they put quote unquote justice out of reach of the average American citizen that can't afford to fight in their legalized, you know, criminal definition of justice by AKA the laws. You know, the average person can't afford to go and fight these people in court. You know, if you ate something that was awful, that made you sick, like say a Kellogg's product, ain't nobody in this country got the money to fight a corporation like that. They'll tie you up in litigation. They'll you know, they'll do what they got to do, pay you off, or God forbid they do other means, which has happened. That's another big problem is, you know, if you want to participate in this form of justice, you got to pay the price. People can't.
No.
People can't.
Well, I definitely think this is kind of where I feel like all of this was explained to us years ago. And I feel like we were told there's going to come a time when you're going to have to make a stand.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't make the stand, the price is going to be the biggest price you could have ever imagined paying. That worries me more. That I had a friend today literally come down into tears and say, if it means we stand up and we lose ourselves to stand up for our future and our future generations, then so be it. And I do think there comes a time when we are going to have to make a true stand.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not going to be pretty. It's like last week when we talked about the whole deal with the clot shot and all of that. And it's making that stand. And I think that each one of these things that goes on, it makes us closer and closer to where we're not going to be able to turn back pretty soon. Like there won't be, at some point, there's not going to be a time that we'll be able to make a stand. And I don't want to ever get to that spot that we're defenseless and can't make a stand, because there's lots of other countries that are. That's why they look to us so much and are saying, please, Jesus, don't let, please, you can't let this, you got to get Trump in. We can't lose, because if we do, we lose everything here. I mean, these people are thinking about, you know, it's not just our country that's gone to shit. If you think our country's gone to shit, holy cow. There's a lot of other countries that have too. Of course, not the ones that have released the prisoners to our country. Their countries have actually gotten better.
Wow.
So everybody knows.
In every natural born American citizen, there lies a responsibility to this country each and every day. I've said it to my people over on my channel, and I'll say it over here. If you're born in this country, a natural born U.S. citizen, you have a responsibility to fight every day of your life to keep this country the way that we want it. And that means take it out of the hands of the federal government and put it back in the people's hands. That is our responsibility. This is an ongoing fight. To keep this country the way that it needs to be is an ongoing fight from the day one to the day you die.
Mhm.
There's never supposed to come a point where you get lax and like, I don't care. Let other people do it. That's the American responsibility of we the people.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, we have a duty to take care of this tyrannical government to get them back under subjection. But it's a pretty big beast. That's a huge beast.
I think that this is kind of, I mean, I think we are coming close to the part where we have to do something, because it is tipping the edge. It's what did Anne say? I don't care about gay, trans, or anything like that, but I object to them sexualizing children. The problem is see, remember where it all started, and now they're to our kids. That's this is exactly why I had a problem years and years and years ago when I said that we are starting out. It starts out as one thing and we okay it, and then it goes from there and it gets worse and worse and worse. And I know there's a lot of gay people that do not necessarily agree with trans and so on and so forth, but and then I know, I can't say that I know many trans that don't want to try to influence children. That bothers me because I don't think that's, and it kind of did start necessarily with gay in the gay community, and it went from there to trans, which is why it frustrates me. And it's why I've said from the get-go, being raised in a small town from Idaho, that this is exactly where shit's going to go wrong. And I feel it did go wrong. It started there and it's only gotten worse. And now they're to the point they're at our kids. And I mean, they're trying to put shit into law that makes it okay for them to do things to our kids without us even knowing it. That's, I'm telling you what.
That's
Nope.
where a big swath of the enemy is attacking right now, is the future of this country, your children in schools. And they're coming in through your social media, your television, your schools, your doctors, sometimes your churches, grocery store, everywhere. This is a multi-pronged attack coming from everywhere. Your kids are the most vital and precious commodities right now in this war, because if they get a hold of them and they brainwash and they influence them and psychologically manipulate them, then they'll start outnumbering the rest of the people that see it like we're talking about. Pretty soon they'll drown out the fighting spirit of America by taking over your children. That's, and I'm not going to go into further detail, but that's how a lot of wars happened in years past when they went after the children in education.
Yeah. Yep, definitely. Hey, Tyrannical Thought Police, what's up? And Hollis, how are you, sir? And Dave, I thought I said, hey, Dave, but in case I didn't, hey, Dave. And Blister Bill.
Again, what does sexual orientation have anything to do with an elementary school full of children? Any smart, well-thinking human being out there can tell you it has no business anywhere near a school.
Well, for starters, I gotta say that when people go, like, I don't care what you do, trans wise, to me, that's like saying, I don't care if you're crazy and off the hook. And when I say crazy and off the hook, and I mean like you should really be in a rubber room and a hug me jacket. I think there's an issue with that. I do. I think it's a huge mental issue that needs to be addressed. Instead of them saying, oh, it's okay, you can be a trans, or you can be, I think that they need to address it in a completely different way, which is, there's some mental issues and let's deal with those. When we get all done with this, we'll talk about whether you're really, whether you believe you're really trans. Because 9 times out of 10, once you made them realize all that shit was bullshit, I think they'd say, okay, yeah, no, I'd just soon you weren't whacking off my pee-pee, thanks. So that's why I have a problem with this, because remember, it started long before trans.
Oh yeah.
And so we started bending, and when we started bending, look what happened. I ain't no Bible thumper, but I'm telling you that when you don't live by some morals and some good ethics, you're headed in a downward spiral that you can't come back from that shit. I mean, it can really set you down to where you will believe it forever. I mean, there's nothing, and that probably worries me the most. Now, watching somebody come out from that, and I kind of am hoping that I know somebody that's actually coming out from that going, okay, you know what? This is kind of bullshit. And thank God, because they have kids involved. And that's a huge problem for me. I have a huge problem with that. I don't think it's okay at all. And so, I think that, a lot of shit starts there regarding that. And what's amazing to me is how many people that are in that trans community don't like Trump. And I don't understand it, because I've really never heard him come out and say anything about that community or anything like that. So it kind of blows me away that those people, a lot, not all, but a lot of those people that I have listened to have come out and went, yeah,
People underestimate some people, not all, but some people strongly underestimate the power of psychological manipulation warfare. What is the crowd doing? You don't want to be a nail sticking out. You don't want to look odd, so you go along with the crowd. That's why a lot of them hate this man, because of what the television is telling them, and because of what people around them in society is telling them. A lot of people are afraid to think for themselves. They want to conform and think how everybody else does, so they follow the crowd. Well, let's hate Trump. Somebody said it loud on social media, so everybody else started following suit, and they don't want to look, crazy to their friends that they have. So they're going to go along with it to keep the peace. And yeah, it's a very real thing that I want people to look into, is that psychological manipulation warfare tactics.
I got to tell you that, and I know I mentioned this on a live before, but just recently at a volleyball game, this is at a rec center, and there's people from all walks of life there, obviously, and so the conversation came up, and I said, Trump 2024. And of course, I put my hand up, and it wasn't we're sitting on some bleachers, and it wasn't within about 10 seconds that about half the bleachers left. And then what trickled back in, you could tell they were all like, they were kind of listening on every word I was saying, because I was talking with one of my old coworkers, and we were talking about my channel. And so they were all listening in on my channel. So right then I knew, and they weren't getting up and walking away. They were actually listening. And, so it was kind of funny to watch how, and, I had the girl that I was talking to, she's like, kind of amazes me that they're actually, do you feel like we're being watched and listened to? I'm like, definitely. She's like, well, I think it's a good thing, because look, our bleachers are full. It's like right on. So, I mean, in the middle of liberal America, it was nice to know that, maybe we're going to be okay. Maybe.
Yep.
Hey, LW, what are you doing? Society is designed to be conformist. Yep.
Yeah,
It's the way
sadly.
you inspired.
Well, see
I know.
right now, going back to it, look at what's heavily influenced right now. Social media sides with the extremists, right? The news, mainstream media sides with the extremists. So that's what mostly everybody sees. Therefore, everybody else conforms to it, and everybody else think that that's the way to go because mainstream media is telling you that, and social media is telling you that, and you don't really have a strong voice for what's right in this country. They're not seeing any, strong persuasion of what's right, but they are seeing a strong persuasion of what's divisive and what's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
You know, oh, he's black and you're white. Oh, you two got to be natural enemies. Oh, he's a man, you're a woman. Now you got to be enemies. And that type of psychological manipulation is what's being promoted in mainstream media, and people are watching it. People are seeing that that's the dominant, viewpoint being allowed to be said on the airwaves. No pushback.
Yep.
That traveling fools,
What's up? Nope, that's Bubby.
Bobby.
What's going
What's
on? What's
up?
going on? Sound check. Can you hear me? Sound check 1 2 1 2.
Yep, we hear you
Did
good.
we get the computer to work tonight? We got
Yep.
the computer to work? Oh,
It's a working.
howdy. What's up? Good.
How are you, darling?
Good.
How you doing,
Good.
brother?
One day at a time, making progress.
There you go. It's all we can ask.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this fucking election's a litmus test. No one's gonna accept the outcome, and even if Trump wins,
I know.
there's gonna be
Yeah.
chaos. It's not gonna go well no matter who wins. So
I know.
everything's coming to a head. Get ready for that zit to burst. All I'll say is right now you still are unmolested to go to work and prepare for chaos. That's what I would be focused on right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's about
And
it.
remember,
We could
the only two
contemplate
things.
and stipulate, and we could come up with all kinds of theories and worry. There's a million things to worry about. Right now, you have an opportunity to get your shit in order if you think you see shit hitting the fan. So get on it and vote. If you don't vote, you got no say. Your opinion means nothing. You got no dog in the fight. So everybody better get out there and fucking vote. Today's the last day you were able to early vote in PA. So I hope everybody in Pennsylvania banked it, because there's going to be shenanigans on election day.
Well, I'll tell you that we've had 3 fires in ballot boxes, one of which they were able to extinguish right away, and they only ruined 3 ballots. That was in Oregon, in Portland.
Well, it's not us burning those down. They're just proving their own system leaves the election unsecure.
And then there were 2 in Washington, and right now over in Vancouver. And those 2, they did not extinguish them, and a bunch of the ballots burnt. And of course they can't, they don't know who those people were, and blah, 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 blah. So what is ironic is in Washington right now, they have a brutal battle race going against, I'm not sure if it's a senator or if it's a governor, but one of them it's a big race and it's against a Democrat, Republicans going against this Democrat that's already has a seat. So I have a feeling that people are very, very nervous about how things may be turning. Here in Oregon, it is strictly blue only around the Portland metro area, pretty much. I mean, you've got like one county that it's kind of blue and another one that's kind of blue. Ike was showing a map. I could probably show one, but and I'm telling you, most of them were light blue, and there was only one dark blue, and that was the one right around Portland. And there are a lot of people here that you can hear them saying, fuck Camato. We am not voting for that bitch. So, I mean, for them to be saying it right around here, it blows me away. For us to actually hear it and see it and know that those people are actually out there, and seeing how many are showing up at county commissioner meetings and shit. And I think that's exactly why they are putting into place A lot of different things. I also think that's why they brought in obviously all the illegals was so they could have those nice lots of free votes. Because here in Oregon, all they got to do is go apply for a driver's license, and they can vote.
Oh, they're even suing states that are trying to get the non-citizens off the voter rolls and
Uh huh.
forcing them to put them back on. It's right out in
Mm-hmm.
the open. That's your vote still counts. Make it hard for them to cheat. You see, what happens is Republicans are turning out like never before because only about 20% of the quiet majority, a silent majority, only about 20% ever actually votes. Um, so what we did was we pushed them out into the spotlight. They have to cheat so fucking hard that it's obvious now. So
Mm-hmm.
our election system is designed to be rigged. There's no audit. There's no way to ever actually tell who
Mhm.
won, and it's designed that way. It is. This shit is the mail-in ballot shit we all knew was wrought for fucking fraud,
Oh,
and they're
forever.
destroying their own cause because they want these drop boxes, and they're proving the point that well, how do you rig an election with no paper trail? Throw out mail-in ballots. Look, the mail carriers are getting busted for throwing out ballots. So if you just take a ballot and throw it out, that person, most people don't track them. They're usually elders and shit. So you just take their ballot and you throw it away. There's no record of it ever being counted. There's no way to trace that you threw it out. It got
Nope.
lost in the fucking mail. I don't think the
Yep.
USPS union that decided to endorse a particular political party should have any job in the election
Nope.
process because they have a vested interest now, and
That's
that's
right.
that's that's where corruption comes into play.
That's right.
They have a dog in the fight, and that's where
Yep.
you know it's going to be unfair to begin with. And if they're the ones handling the votes, you know what I mean. Your your mistress might as well be the judge in your divorce courtroom. You know
Yep.
what I mean?
Yep.
Come on now. It doesn't take a rocket scientist, although the
No.
rocket scientist is on our side. You see, we got an empty suit getting drunk with Whitmere at a bar and some stage shit. We with a hunter who can't shoot a pheasant, or a football coach who can't score a goddamn goal in a football video game, versus a businessman who's built an empire, a rocket man who sends rockets into space, and RF Kennedy, Kennedy, who's sitting here going, "Yeah, all your food's poison. Um, we need to fix that." And it's all three things that we bitch about, which is infrastructure, technology, and health. We all know it, and
Yep.
this is such a litmus test for mental retardation.
Yeah.
And with
No
that,
doubt.
I'll step back. I'll step back a second. I'll give you guys time to talk. This ain't my
Uh,
podcast, but hello, I've missed you, motherfuckers. It's been a
I
long time.
we missed you, Bobby. Blister Bill said Tom Fenton said Oregon has one of the dirtiest voter rolls in the country. Oh, how? Yep,
Oh,
amen. I'm telling you, it
and
does.
try to
That's why
clean them
Democrats
up.
will never lose here. Yeah, they won't. This is why I said that we have to go and watch we have to go and we have to put pressure on them when they say you got to
Mug Club.
leave. We got to say no, we're not leaving. We want to see every last fucking vote counted. We want to see it, and we want to see that you are identifying all of the bullshit that matters. Here's the other thing that I don't
Oh,
understand
hang
about
on.
other
Quick
like
interruption. Hold on. Quick sidebar. There's three organizations you could definitely reach out to and participate to do something, which is Turning Point USA Action, Mug Club. They're doing. You can actually be poll watchers and shit. And I think it's Trump47action.com or 47action.com. You can work
well,
directly with the campaign and work in the polls and be observers and all that shit.
Trump
So there's three quick
47 doesn't
things you
do
can
Oregon.
actually do. Okay, you know what I'm
And
talking about. Yeah, I'm
yeah,
just throwing them all out
so
there.
yep. So
Maybe
I went
you
through
start
quite a
one.
few, but the biggest thing, the problem is they make it really hard to get to the information, and then they make you jump through quite the hoops to get there. I mean, to once you find like some type
You're
of a
not allowed to
contact
audit the
you
election.
there,
You question
I
nothing.
mean to tell you, Well, and there's only one from each side that's allowed to watch the ballot counting. Now, you tell me how one person's going to watch how many ever people they have in a room counting ballots, and you're supposed to watch to see if they're correctly doing so. That's bullshit.
Yep. Paper
Yep.
ballots. They know these machines could be hacked. You know, it's so funny. It's the highly educated that go, our election systems are free and fair and secure. And it's the uneducated Trump supporters that are like, if it's on anything digital, they can hack it. You know what I mean?
Sure.
It's
You
so
don't even have
wild
to
how
show a
that
fucking
works.
ID.
It's so
You don't even have
fucking
to
wild
show your
how
ID.
the uneducated understand more about technology than the highly educated. It's quite
Mhm.
we're in an insane world.
Yep.
Insane insanity.
Yep.
I'm not
Yeah,
going
it's
anywhere, but I'm
absolute.
bouncing back for a bit. But jab a
It's
jaw
it's
over here.
absolutely incredible. The shit that they pull. Like I said, the fact that you don't even have to ID when you go to vote, that's crazy to me. How do you not have to ID? And then the only way they do the mail-in ballots is by your signature. Well, come on, really? That's they rejected my son's signature. He's signed his name the same fucking way from day one since he was like 7.
They
Same
just
way.
uncovered that whole registration shit in fucking Pennsylvania, and it's popping out all over. We already have a ton of evidence of widespread voter fraud already, right now, before the election. The problem with 2020 was it had never been done on that scale and so obvious before, and the courts threw it out upon standing. They never once actually looked at any of the facts or evidence. They said, you have no standing, which means like you're not suffering from like a violation of any kind. You're not a victim of anything because the election had just been stolen. 4 years later, I think we have standing, and I think we should actually have some recourse on what the fuck we've gone through in the past 3.5, 4 years because of the stolen election. There should be retro punishment in my eyes. That
Yep.
Sure.
what they
Sure.
have done to us. They have blood on their hands.
Mhm.
Hundreds of thousands, if not over a million people by now between what they've allowed to go on in this country. We have more slavery on the planet, let alone the U.S., than ever before in history that we have recorded. Um, that's why they have brought themselves to the level of literally saying Trump is Hitler and putting the Nazi shit up about the MSG shit, even though Obama, Bill Clinton, Bush, all of these motherfuckers had rallies at Madison Square Garden. The second they MSNBC spliced the Hitler thing and the Nazis with Trump, I'm like, they're panicked. They're panicked. So there's no telling what they wouldn't do. They're flailing. You ever corner a rabid raccoon before? That's what you're dealing with right now. So it's more of a dangerous time than anything else. And even
Yep.
if Trump wins, oh, it might be worse than if Kamala and Walsh wins because the repercussions you're going to start to feel immediately. That rabid raccoon's going to lash out at you right away. It's not saying, okay,
Mhm.
I'm a little more comfortable now. It's
Well,
thinking
all I gotta say is the people in
life
the
or
big
death.
cities
So,
don't be going
well,
to the big cities. Don't be going
don't be
down
going
to the big
nowhere.
cities for dinner because those
But
are gonna be the ones that are gonna fucking just go haywire. Remember
buy
last time?
your
Remember
ammo now.
Portland last time? Remember all that bullshit?
Yeah.
Hey,
Mm.
Holy. Hey, Wanda. Hey, P Digits. AMC, what's up?
Yeah. I
And
mean,
Kelly Ford, what's up?
yeah. I mean, this election, it definitely matters to people who are working and having to scrounge for every dollar they get. It doesn't matter to people who are living off of a governmental program. They're voting for more of it. So
Mm-hmm.
that, of course, it don't matter to them. They don't care. It only matters to the people who is actually working, and it affects paying the taxes in, keeping it going. So
So
Unfortunately, you have a mass number of people on those programs side.
one of the things that was brought up is that, first of all, somebody pointed out on who has to certify the election.
Yeah. Yep.
So what do you think she's gonna do?
Dun dun dun.
Mhm.
I'll be right back, folks.
It's kind of crazy. Okay, Bobby. Here's another
Now,
point. Why is Kamala even in the race? Trump had to earn his nomination. Exactly. Another great point, Airbag.
yeah.
And Kamala didn't do shit to earn her place on the ticket. Nope, she didn't. She did nothing. They just stuffed her in there and pushed Biden out, which I think Biden was actually, he may be fucking have Alzheimer's or whatever, but I think he was a little more with it about that day that he realized that they were pushing him out and shoving her in there.
Mm-hmm.
I think he was like, what the fuck? Where the hell? The welfare beneficiaries will always vote for the better
Yep.
benefits.
Yep.
Well, you know, what's amazing to me is I did hear quite a few people say they were going to vote, and the only reason they were voting is because they were going to vote for Trump, and the only reason why is because he sent them checks. I thought, oh,
Yep.
for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Now, on the other side of that is some of those people that voted and said, well, all the numbers are because all the COVID numbers and all those people that died, that was all on under Trump's watch. Really? Do you realize
Yep.
how long COVID went on after Trump was out of office? I mean, are y'all fucking stupid or just ratistic? Help me out here, because it seems to me that it was a lot longer that they were under Biden's care than they were Trump's. It is a power struggle, Army vet. The Secretary of
Sure.
Defense can approve assistance in responding with assets with potential. Right. Yeah, well, that's bullshit, though. That's our own fucking country going against us. No, they don't get to do that, especially when it's protesting the government. That's bullshit. You don't get to use our government against us.
That's why I keep stressing the point. We have a tyrannical, out of control government
Yep.
that doesn't give a fuck how you go to the polling booths and waste your time checking boxes. They don't care about the left or the right. They're going to punish the left just like they'll punish the right wing people. You're going to pay them taxes one way or another. You're going to pay them high prices at the gas pump, whether you're blue or whether you're red, one way or another. I'm telling you, folks, this is not a matter of left versus right. This is a matter of us versus the government. I'll keep saying that until I lay down 6 foot under. It's the government that's out of control. It ain't the people. The people have been carefully and craftily divided to fight against one another to tie up all this bullshit. I see it. I know you good people see it.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, the left-wing people, not the extremist, violent ones that are weaponized, talking about the normal people, they want the same thing the right-wingers do. They want peace. They don't want to pay high prices at the gas pump. They just want to live in peace. What happened? The magic TV box told them that the right-wingers are extremists. What happened? The left-wingers told you were evil Nazis and all that crap. Same thing the right-wingers believe about the left. Just saying. It's not hard to see through it.
So, but why, Army vet? Army vet said The directive does not hand over new powers to the military. The directive is actually just a reminder for the Pentagon that if they are backing up law enforcement or police. But why? Why did they actually make it a directive? Why was that so? I mean, they already have these laws. So why is it that they put that in place? You can't tell me there ain't something behind that shit. Because I'm bullshit. I believe there is more bullshit behind that we're going to find out come election. After their, 175 days of counting the fucking ballots or however long it's going to take them.
Mm-hmm.
My brother's against Trump for January 6th. He just bought all that stuff that the media said. I know. And that's we got so many people that have done that. They literally, there are so many people that have right out admitted the only reason they are voting for Harris is because they watched her commercials. The other excuse is because they don't like Trump. And usually those ones that say, well, if we don't like Trump, it's like, well, we really don't have a choice. Which I got to tell you, to me, when somebody doesn't like somebody else's ego, it's because their egos clash.
Mm-hmm.
And most of the people that you will see that say, no, I'm just voting for her because I don't like him. That's the deal. They literally, their ego is so big, they cannot stay in the same room with them. They can't.
Yeah.
That's sad. I don't deal well with big egoed people. Like you can be funny and I don't want you to be like a pushover or anything like that, but I definitely have a problem with people that let me just say that I actually kind of beat that shit right out of my oldest son. Oh, you got an ego? Here, let me humble you. Let me show you how much of an ego you don't fucking have. Like, when he was 16, he said, I'm going to leave the house. And I said, oh, the fucking no, you're not. Get to your room now. And he went in his room and tried to climb out the window. And about that time, I don't know, the 18-year-old daughter come running out of her bedroom in to help me, thinking she was going to play backup for mom, and seen her brother laying on the floor. And she was like, oh, damn, looks like mom don't need no help. And his youngest brother with his mouth wide open going, oh, did you see what mom just did? She body slammed your ass on the floor. I'm telling everybody at wrestling practice. It was funny. Matthew reminded me about well, actually, I think it was Sean reminded me of what had been said. Kids are fucking hilarious. But because I forgot about that part about the whole, I couldn't believe that he was going to go tell all his friends. I'm like, don't you dare school get me for abuse or something.
This guy shared his life with you. You basically have stolen 4 years.
What? I hear something.
How's that?
Oh, that's Steve Wilkos. Sorry.
It's about that accepting ballots.
Yeah.
Honestly, you've had it so black and white with this election where it's policy. I don't give a fuck who's delivering the policy. Policies, good policies are measurable. You can actually look at where they implement policies and how it impacts society. The policies they push have done nothing but destroyed society. The Democrat agenda is a threat to society. Period. So it's really it's policy. It's not people. I don't give a fuck about mean tweets or gaffes or none of that shit. What are you doing? What are the results of your fucking actions? I'll tell you, even in my personal life, I don't give a shit if a motherfucker doesn't like me and talks all the shit about me behind my back. If when I show up to handle a business deal with you, if I'm happy with what I'm making off and my portion, I give a fuck less what you say about me behind my back. That doesn't affect my quality of life. I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks. But what are you doing to impact my life? It's like, oh, Bobby, you shouldn't do business with him. He talks all this shit about you. It's like, yeah, but he makes me a lot of money. So you know what? I'm gonna choose my battles in that aspect because his opinion of me, whatever it might be when I'm not around, apparently doesn't impact him wanting to do business with me, and that's what pays the fucking bills. I'm not an idiot. I'm not gonna sit here and get butthurt because I don't care if people like me or not. I need to lead the best life I can and seize opportunity when it's there. So that's really that's the fundamentals of wise decision making. These people vote for character. Oh, but her smile and she's a beautiful girl. She was DA. She's got qualifications. She's never tried as far as we've found so far, has never actually tried a case. She was a district attorney and AG in title only. So she would sign off on policy, never actually did anything ever, except for fuck her way to the top. That's it. She's a horrible role model for women.
Yeah.
She's basically just a drunk ex-wife, and every one of her rallies is like her sitting at the bar telling all her girlfriends how bad her ex-husband is. That's it. That's all the fuck she's got. She can't answer a direct question about no fucking policies, nothing. You look at I tried to tell people who don't like Trump, watch the Joe Rogan podcast. You could see that he's
I
spitballing
gotta
and
answer my door. I'll be right back.
having a conversation. We'll miss you. Don't forget to write. He's just having a conversation, and he could go into detail about a bunch of the shit. When asked on specific policies, she's like, I'll have to go back and study it. She doesn't need to know or answer for policy because she's just a face. She's a puppet. This is what a puppet is. She's a complete empty fucking suit. It's not her that's going to be running the country. Who's running the country right now? Where's Joe Biden? Joe Biden, since he dropped out of the race, disappeared off the radar. He's not in the news no more, nothing. There's no Joe Biden no more. They unpersoned him. They Alex Jonesed him. That's the new term for like 86th him. They Alex Jonesed him. He's unpersoned, gone. You know, these people, the asylum escapees, the mentally deranged and the evil and immoral people have really just, they boiled the oil out of the water and they separated everyone. If you look on the left, if you look at Kamala's campaign, they couldn't make certain appearances. They didn't go to that Christian fundraising dinner and all this shit because they will upset certain aspects of their party. What they did was intersectionalism, telling everybody you're a fucking victim. They took a melting pot of a population, turned them all into individual salad bar ingredients, and some ingredients don't go well with others. You don't mix certain seasonings and shit for a reason. So they're having a battle of their own supporters. They eat that the left eat each other. What used to be considered conservative or the right, now it's everybody who just has fucking common sense going, what the fuck are you people doing? What is going on here? The far right is still the Democrats. That not everybody understands that, but the far right and the far left are both Democrat. We are the center. MAGA is the third party this country has been looking for. It's a true grassroots people rising up fucking movement. And all colors should be gold. It shouldn't be red and it shouldn't be blue. It should be fucking gold. We should emerge as our own fucking party because we have brought people from all sides of the aisles everywhere into it, because at this point they're flailing so bad everybody in the room knows that cornered raccoon is now rabid. It's rabid and it's going to attack everything. So some people are siding with it because they want to be the right hand of the devil and not in its path. And other people are like, no, get the fuck out of here. Who the fuck you think we are? That's why we have our 30 round fucking mags and shit. The fuck, you're gonna find out real quick. You know, I love the people that advertise their Tim Walls and Harris signs outside of their houses, because if shit hits the fan, you just put a fucking drop pin on my Google Maps. You know what I mean? Like, I'm coming right to your house taking your food, motherfucker. You help perpetuate this shit. I have no fucking sympathy for you. It's propaganda. The news agent. I think these people. See, I look at Democrat supporters as abuse victims. I actually sympathize with them, and I'm sorry their news sources did this to them. You know what I mean? I am, especially the people that have gone into debt over it. Vote for us, and we'll help alleviate some of the debt we threw on your shoulders because the federal government takes care of student loans. That happened under Obama. They're all victims of abuse, and they have Stockholm syndrome. They want someone to save them, and they've been brainwashed to think that the people who are trying to save them are the enemy. So while we're out here in rescue boats, they're swimming further into their flooding house, and eventually they're all just gonna destroy themselves. And I say let them, and that's why I'm pro-choice, and that's why I'm fighting. You want to make your trans kid a trans kid? Good. Maybe your genes and your bloodline should stop because somewhere along the line your genetic structure really just went off the rails. Maybe we shouldn't be replicating your you know what I mean? Your genetic predispositions. So if you want to off your own bloodline, go ahead. I mean, I'm not here to tell anybody how to live their life or not. You know what I mean? Just don't do it to me or my kids because that's where I have a fucking issue. Because now you're fucking with my shit, my legacy, my family. You know, the future of my loved ones. So, and that's all I have to say about that. You back, Gigi? I think I heard you. Who was at the door? What were they wearing?
That's the neighbor.
Did they bring
Their
flowers or candies? They at least brought
No.
cookies, right?
Nope, they wanted me to open up the neighbor's garage so they could get the shit out of the garage in there. And I said, okay,
So
I can handle that.
Your one neighbor asked you to help break into another neighbor's house.
No,
You guys really
actually, it
are
was
off the wall.
neighbor's
way up there
relative.
Yeah,
they
I'll bet.
they trust us all the way around. Now I don't have no old people living by me, and I'm kind of sad. Now I have a bunch of young fucking liberals, and I'm worried.
Oh, that whole place is a cesspool. It's worse than New York, believe it or
Oh
not. I'm
my
surrounded by
God.
Trump flags out here in New York, on Long Island. Trump
Well, I
flags
hate to
everywhere.
tell you, but I seen a bunch of places where they didn't have a bunch of. It was a bunch of camel toe loving crazy fucking women.
Well, see, that's
You
what
got
that's
going on there.
funny.
You better be careful.
The New Yorkers you guys hate are the same New Yorkers us New Yorkers hate, and they all literally walk through their own shit on the sidewalks. So it's like they live in squalor, their own squalor. It's nice out here. I take care of my
Why were
own
you a
property,
kitten?
my own lawn. I don't have shit on my sidewalk. You know what I'm saying? So good for him. Good for him. Oh, I got robbed. I got stabbed. I got sexually assaulted on the way home. It's like, well, that's the fuck you wanted, right? Well, sorry to hear. I'm so sorry to hear. The second you say, why don't you try voting for her? And they go, fuck you. You're a bigot, Nazi, white supreme. It's like, I enjoy picking the shit off your the bottom of your boot and put some ice on that bruised vagina of yours. I don't know what to tell you. You're lucky he didn't stab you or throw you in front of a fucking train. Okay, survival of the fittest. At some point, you got to take the warning labels off shit. And the Democrats took the warning labels off shit. Now it's kind of like, figure it out for yourself, and that's it.
I'll be right back. It's my neighbor.
Oh, here we go. Take us with you. I want to see what's in the garage if you're giving your neighbor's shit away. We should all get to go on the raid. You hear this? Gutter Girl's going to fucking find a loot drop and she's leaving us out of it. That's bullshit. I'd kick her out of the clan. Say, you're shunned from the clan. Done. She's getting a loot drop without us. How does that make you feel?
Yeah.
Bullshit. Absolute bullshit. All right, let me pull up the chat. I'm going to digress. You take the floor, my man. What's your name? I'm Bobby, by the way. Do I know you?
I'm Outlaw. I just go by Outlaw.
Outlaw? Oh, all right. All right, Outlaw. I'm Bangs.
Nice.
I just retired from being an outlaw. I'm actually on the straight and narrow now.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah. No, I lived the life. I had to grow up at some point, so now we're grown up. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So what do you do? How do you spend
Yeah.
your time? What's in the life of the outlaw? Tell me about outlaw.
Cabinet maker. Woodworker.
Cabinet maker. Oh
Yeah.
man, I dream of having a nice wood shop one day.
Oh yeah, it's relaxing. I like building stuff with my hands.
Hell yeah. Where are you out of? I hear an accent. Yeah, but you can hear mine. Obviously, it's where I'm from. But
Alabama.
Alabama. Oh, so you're on the East Coast.
Oh yeah.
Well, closer to the East Coast. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No doubt. All right. Maybe if I ever get my ass on down to Florida, we got to do an East Coast meet and greet. And Marv is a fucking pilot, so Gutter should be able to just fucking show up. She should be the first one there. I don't want to hear no fucking shit. We got to do a big fucking meet and greet, hang out and party. You know what I mean? We'll have Sherry book the fucking. Sherry could book the resort and stuff. She's good like that. She's our in-house travel agent. Arby could test all the food, make sure we're not going to wake up with tits or dicks when we didn't go to sleep with those, unless we decided to.
I don't know. He might sew one or two on. You better be careful.
Hey, there she is. I was getting to know Outlaw here. I still don't know him, but he's from Alabama, East Coast boy, and he says Outlaw. I'm interested. I'll buy you a beer. Hear your story.
He's our commentator for our wrestling on Seriously Podcast.
Okay, so those of you who don't know what Gutter Girl's talking about, I decided to stop in on a coffee with Gutter on a Friday, and turns out we were all just jerking off to anime porn. Gutter, tell them a little more about that. Oh, it was a great time. Oh, so that's where I know you from. I knew you seemed familiar.
Well, yeah, he's got that voice for it.
Yeah. Oh man. Now, did you guys have that fight? I missed it, right? I think I missed it.
Oh yeah, I didn't win the belt, but I kicked T's ass.
Oh,
She almost kicked my ass, but then I had to kick her ass.
Now, is that up somewhere where like I could find it and actually like rewatch that?
Podcast.
Yeah.
Somebody tossed the link into the chat because I was just there for the warm-up session. I want to see. I want to make sure everybody got their go. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Second
I
one
want to
back.
see who lasted.
Well, like I said, she kicked my ass. Basically, what happened was the first one, we both come out of the ring, and so we both lost because we didn't get back in the ring within a certain amount of time. So then they all decided that we should wrestle again. So we wrestled again, and I kicked her ass. And then I had to wrestle for the belt, and I lost. So bitch.
Shit.
Shit. Super fun though. It really is. I mean, especially once you get a character of your own, you kind of get into the moment. Like I gotta say, us women,
talking shit and it's having fun. Hell yeah.
Than men did, didn't we?
Oh,
didn't we?
Oh God, yeah. Oh yeah. Good stuff.
No, that's a lot. It is bonding. It's virtual hangouts. It's what it is, and you're actually doing something. You know what I mean? It's a blast. Why do you think people that start playing video games usually stay playing video games?
Teammate
I just can't play games.
Shit talking. Like she did
of it?
shorts of it, made of it. Yeah, she fucking just funny shit. Crack me up. It's way too much.
Find that link. Post the fucking link. I don't know where it is.
No.
That's why I'm asking.
Okay, I'll have to.
I want to watch that. I'll watch it this weekend. I'll take a screenshot.
It's super fun.
I think it's Is it Windows S? Windows.
What
S.
Windows S?
Windows Shift S. I could screenshot any kind of segment of my screen. So, like right now, I could just once you throw the thing up, I could screenshot it.
Let's see.
Yeah, if you ever want to take a screenshot of just a portion of your screen, your computer monitor, you hit the Windows button, Shift, and then
Yep.
hit S. And you could even freeform it and screenshot just a part of the picture, a part of your monitor.
On my laptop, I have like, I don't know, a print screen and then the Windows thing. Ah,
Got
thank
it.
you, Holy.
Just got that open in a new tab. Going over to the channel. I should be subscribed. I'm subscribed. Look at me being a good boy. All right, so it was 2024 Wrestlers Symposium.
It's the Brawloween one.
Halloween. Okay, I got it. You know what? I might even put this on tonight because once I clock out, what time is it? Jesus, it's 9:30. I gotta finish up some work. I gotta get to bed within the hour. So I'll chill out for a few, but then I'm gonna throw this on when I go to bed. Cool. Thank you.
Speaking of,
Who put that up?
we
Holy
got,
moly! Thank you.
Speaking of, we got some wrestling Thursday.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who's wrestling?
Who's
Who's
doing
wrestling?
who? You don't remember?
Hey, Spicy Peach, what's up? How come
Check,
you?
what is it the Pumpkin King of the Ring? It's a pay-per-view.
Who's Lon? I don't know. Who's Lon?
Matter of fact, it will be on Thursday, Halloween. I need to find out for Mike what matches.
And what's it? Which one's this one? What's it called? Oh, he hasn't posted it yet.
Yeah, it'll be the pay-per-view.
Uh-oh. Walks, Demon. Oh, Lord. Spicy Peach 3. What, did Andy just end? I'm so confused. I distracted that comment. Tracked Icy. Got it. But that was you, Spicy. That's you. Well, I want to give you a wrench, but I want to make sure it's you.
Spicy Peach.
Spicy Peach.
Sound like a big.
I don't know about you yet. I think you're I don't know. You're a troller from I'm not quite sure.
Bobby East Coast said he's a buddy and he approves this message. We're trusting you, Bobby East Coast. Well, she is. I don't know. You really had people porn bomb you? That's fucking pathetic. We
had people porn bomb us
crazy.
back when Yank and I had the channel, and we missed it totally. We all must have been drinking so much we didn't even notice it. I didn't notice it till a long time later when I put all the videos back up.
The type of person it takes to porn palm someone is someone you should actually institute red flag and swatting laws on. You're gonna porn bomb me? I'm gonna have your house swatted. You creep. The fuck you being a creep for? That's perverted. The hell goes through your mind? You know what I mean?
Right?
Something ain't right with your boy. I don't know what's going on over there. They turned on their webcam. All I saw was buttholes.
Ryan.
There might be sex slaves. You should get over there.
Hey, Heather. How y'all doing? Well, thanks for coming, or at least smiling a lot. We always enjoy it. Buddy sounded great tonight. Did he? Okay, back on regular channel. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Spicy. You make me feel better. Just knowing that it really is you. It's like one of those things, well, fuck, anybody could put Spicy Peach 3 or 10 or 50 or so. Lion, welcome. So yeah, my shoulder wants to kill me. I'm telling you what.
Yeah, you gotta take it easy. You see, that's what happens.
That lady, she was going to pick up a bunch of stuff out of the garage, and she had a couple heavy things, and I'm like, I am so sorry, but I cannot help you pick that up. I am not ruining my recovery here. I'm
Yeah.
there to touch anything.
Spent like 6 hours masturbating to anime like a week ago. My arm's gonna fall off.
Well,
You might need surgery. You know, you rip
you
some
need to watch.
tendons.
You need to
You gotta
watch Grace and
stretch.
Frankie.
You don't stretch. Drink more water and fucking stretch. I tried to tell you. That's why you were cramping up.
No, this ain't cramp up, dude. This is like really bad.
That's why they were dressed so poorly. And we got mad, started taking it out on the characters.
Hey, Ian, what's up?
So what's new though? What's going on? You got the Datsun home?
Got the Datsun home. Marvin, he's tinkered around with it.
Quick. I'm gonna be heading out in about 3 minutes. So
hey, Banana Z,
I don't know. I just
what's
figured I'd bounce in. I miss hopping on with you guys. I've missed all of you, and it's a pleasure to meet you, Outlaw. Tell me a little more about yourself. I'm gonna chill for a second. I'm gonna mute myself though. I got a couple of things going on for a second.
Well, what would people like to know? I mean, don't matter to me.
He likes to go to movies, and he likes the color blue. And
I've actually been a YouTuber for quite some time. Red Pill and MGTOW wasn't my first thing. It was actually urban exploration, and I did that for a long time. Built up a good audience there, and I kind of lost interest.
Yeah, how much asbestos and cops are you gonna run through and from before it's like, all right, I had a good run. Yeah, where'd you explore?
Let's see. I explored a mall. Wasn't a whole lot of places where I was at the time. It was a mall, an abandoned bank, shopping center, bunch of houses, an old omelet shop.
Tell me the fucking mall wasn't the creepiest, right?
Oh
my God,
man.
Yeah, I'll go in the old ass house, but the mall, for some reason, even more than mental institutions, the malls are the fucking creepiest for whatever reason. Because a mall has that environment where it feels like it should be filled with people, but it's not. Even with a hospital, with all the rooms, for whatever reason, because one of them, it's like, all right, everyone died here. It's from a tragedy. You could kind of put a perspective on your surroundings, like into like a historical era. A mall, no, this should be thriving with people. Where's my Annie Ann's? This is just fucking creepy. It makes you feel like end of days. You know what I mean? It's a different because it doesn't feel old. It doesn't feel old like that. You know what I mean? It's just creepy. Yeah, boy, that's cool. I love that shit. What was that channel? Is it still up?
No, it's long gone. I've got some videos I need to upload though that I had from that channel. I did an abandoned elementary school, which I'm on the fence when it comes to paranormal.
Okay.
But I could swear that I had a paranormal experience in that place.
Only your senses and memory could tell you.
I had a.
What happened? Did they tickle your butthole?
No. I had a heavy classroom door slam on me in the middle of nowhere, and it made it even a little bit more creepy because there was windows everywhere boarded up, so there was no breeze coming through the school at all. And me and my brother are walking to the exit to get out of there. Next thing I hear, I turn around just to look in time. And it was a big ass schoolroom door that had slammed shut so hard it rattled the windows on the classroom. Because back in the old days, classrooms had those windows like above the doors and
and they would flap out. Yeah, and they would just flap out. Yeah.
So that is when it slammed, that's what started rattling, and I was like, "Oh fuck, hell no, I'm getting out of here." Had no reason to slam. No reason, because I wasn't even anywhere near it. Next thing I see is boom, like real loud. The windows rattled and everything in that classroom. A few nights later, where our business was at the time was across a grass field from that school, and it was about to be in the process of getting tore down. We had a buddy that came over, and it was late at night, around 1 o'clock, something like that. He looks over at the school in the pitch dark and swore he saw a white apparition in the window right where that hallway was at. And that kind of unnerved me, because I was like, "Oh fuck, that's right where I was at when that door slammed." And
Oh,
yeah,
I got a little bit of news for you. That there's some shit out there that goes on that we can't comprehend. I love that shit. Yeah, I'm one of those. You could ask other girl when it comes to convincing me of anything. I need something to go by. I need proof, evidence, something I can back it up with. Oh yeah, no, I'm thoroughly convinced. There's definitely there's a whole world on this world that we can't even, we get glimpses of, and it scares the hell out of us. It's going on. We just don't see it. It goes on around us. I've been in many haunted places. I used to do a lot of that exploring kind of shit myself too. We did Pilgrim State, Kings Park, other psychiatric centers. I've been into churches from the 1800s and all kinds of places, houses. Like we do that. I did that too. That's why I love it so much. When you said that, it piqued. You know what I mean? It perked my ears up. And I have had witnesses with me, and I've caught shit on camera. It's one of those things where it's like, I would never try to convince somebody, because that's one of those real polarizing topics. I'd rather talk about how good the turkey came out, how moist the turkey was. So I never really get into the weeds with it. But me personally, I know how I feel about it, and I wasn't the only one there when that conviction in my belief took place. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just witness shit, and it's like, okay. So as far as I know, that's what that was. Now, I would have thought I was drugged had it not been for the other people reacting the same exact goddamn way and seeing the same exact goddamn thing. That's where I was like, that's where all of a sudden my stomach dropped. Like at first I was like, yo, I'm fucking tripping right now. You know what I mean? Like maybe it's a flashback from an e-pill. And then when everyone else was like, what the I was like, oh, we're all seeing this right now. Okay. That's crazy. You know, and I would never put it on anybody else to come out about it or any of that shit. I just know for myself where I stand. And I would never try to convince no one. I'm just saying there's a couple places you could go check out if you really wanted to test your belief. And usually urban exploring is where you'll run into that shit, because well, and the schools, for some reason, what's up with the schools? They're creepy too. They're creepier than hospitals.
P Digits asked, can't new built homes have paranormal activity? Yeah, I believe they probably could.
100%. I've watched them build homes over. I live on Long Island. They built a bunch of homes over old Indian burial land, and the whole area it was developed way back. New York's one of the oldest places that was like developed, that's recorded in our history that we have accounts of. And if you trace that shit back to what this land was, we used to go there to chase ghosts, and then they put a bunch of homes up. Like you used to see it. There was a spot, it was over, you always hear Sweet Hollow Road and Mary's Grave. And Sweet Hollow Road's 10 minutes from my house. I go down there. We used to hang out down there. And there was a place they had developed. They were clearing all the trees out, and for whatever reason, if you drove up the driveway to the chains and you looked down between these two trees, there was a figure, and it would walk back and forth and just look at you. And we're like, oh, fuck, someone's here. Originally, we're like, we're going to get yelled at for trespassing, you know what I mean? And we're just watching it go back and forth, back and forth. So we left. And then we came back, and it was there. It didn't matter what time we came. The figure would pop up, like just pop up and start going back and forth. So we're like, what the fuck? One day, I was a little tipsy. I went walking up and was like, yo, I'm going to say something to him, you know, like, how are you? We don't want to bug you out type shit. We're just here checking out the area. It's being developed and shit. And that's what we did. We used to just play in places where they were developing and shit because they're tearing down all the fucking woods over here. So I went walking up. There was no one there. What the fuck? And so I get up by the trees and my boy Eddie is, and I'm sitting there. I go, there's no one here. And he's going, he's standing right there. I'm like, there's no one here. He's like, he's standing right there. And I'm like, hello? And I'm looking all over. There's nobody there. So I go walking back and I get about halfway to the truck or 3/4 to the truck. And I look back and the motherfucker's standing there. I'm like, what the fuck? So I go walking right back. Like, yo, I fucking see you, bro. Like, quit playing with me right now. Because now I'm like, what the fuck is this? You know? And I'm getting a little bugged out. So I go walking back. Yo, quit fucking with me. What's going on? They're like, Bobby, he's standing right in front of you. I was like, and then all the hair on my body fucking stood up and it got cold. And I was like, oh, fuck. So I just went back to the truck. We left. And we're sitting there. A day or two went by because we were still processing. And sitting there, and I'm like, you think if we went there right now, that motherfucker would be there again? Or is this going to be like a figment of our imagination? They're going to accuse us of being on drugs. You know what I mean? So we went back. We took a ride. We went, stopped, got some food, and took a ride. Went over there. The motherfucker was there. So we're like, this time I went up and I pulled the chain down and we took the truck with the headlights and everything and just went driving up and drove right at the trees. Boom. So now if you're going to run and hide, we got you with the high beams. Nobody was there. Nobody was there. And as we backed down out of the driveway, the motherfucker was there. And that was it. I can't explain this shit. And then it would go like up and down. And it would duck behind the tree and back. Like it was clearly moving. It wasn't just like a tree stump standing. This thing was moving. So we went back, and I will tell you this, and there's a lot of people that can back this up if I could ever track them down. We used to be hanging out and shit. It's like, do you believe in ghosts? And they're like, ghosts. And we would start this whole conversation. And it's like, what if I told you could see a ghost right now? And they're like, what do you mean? And it's like, well, you're hanging out for a little bit, we'll show you a ghost. And we brought probably close to 20 people overall down there. And we're like, look between the trees. You see them? And they're like, yeah, what the fuck are they doing? Like, you see them, right? And they're like, yeah, what the fuck are they doing? It's like, there's no one there right now. And they're like, I'm watching them. What the fuck are they doing? And then we would take them down there. I'd pull out my flashlight. They'd see there's no one there. And that alone, I was like, yeah, that was crazy because we had multiple witnesses over the course of about 2 or 3 years while this place got built. It was definitely not just me, not to mention all the shit I've seen in like the old Vanderbilt estate with other people and shit.
Wait.
We brought them down there to see it, and they saw it, which was crazy because we would just ask, look between the trees, what do you see? And they're like, what the fuck is that person doing? Because they're going up and down and back and forth. You saw it. It was there. It was not, but it was like black shadow. You know what I mean? You saw all the field behind it, all the plowed land with the moonlight and shit, and a person going back and forth. Couldn't make out features or anything, but that solidified it for me. That was concrete. I was like, there's no way. It's fucking with us. It would be like me if I ever became a ghost. I'm fucking haunting y'all. I'm fucking with all of you. You better turn off that light and run up them motherfucking stairs because I'm grabbing ankles. You know what I mean? I'm that motherfucking ghost right there. So there's my spiel on it. But that's
Spicy
crazy
Peach said,
real.
Spicy Peach said, I asked my 1-year-old who he was talking to, and he said, that boy up there by that wire. So I asked him, what did he say? Wait a minute. He said he was supposed to live there, but he died. Ooh. Met the new neighbor, and they had just lost a baby while he was being born. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
you know, we had a friend that had a little boy that you would say to him, Austin, go out in the garage and grab such and such, and he'd say no. And you'd say, why? And he'd say, well, because the man told me I couldn't go out there anymore. And it's like,
Oh,
what man?
that's
The man in the
creepy. Yeah.
garage. We're like, what man in what garage? He's like, the man in the garage, in our garage, right out there. And of course, his mother digs deeper and she's like, what did the man say to you, Austin? He's like, the man told me I couldn't go out there anymore. That wasn't safe for me to be out there. And so, of course, my friend's like, oh, Jesus, what's going on? So, I mean, that went on for a long time. And he'd always say the man. He never called him by a name or anything. He was always considered just the man. The man told me I couldn't go out there. And she'd say, well, yes, you can. You can go outside on the porch. And he's like, no, the man said I can't. And so, I mean, Austin, he wouldn't go out. Nope, I ain't going. The man told me I shouldn't go out there. So I'll wait. And he wouldn't. He would just wait. And then as Austin got older, we would pick his brain. Like, do you remember the man? Do you remember this man? And all of a sudden, the man
No.
just went away. And Austin
Yeah.
stopped talking about it. And when you ask him, he's like, I don't. I remember telling
You
you
could
guys about
picture
a
it.
man,
Yeah, and then
but
you
he
could
said, I
kind of
don't
picture it,
remember
but
the
you don't
whole
remember
idea of the
anything.
man. Nope.
Okay, I got a bit. I will bid you guys to do. I do gotta get running. I will leave you with this story only because it's relevant. We moved into my house in 1993, I believe. I think it was 93. So when we got into this house, there was one room with all these weird fucking pictures and like pictures like skulls and death and shit. And there was a cement slab in the backyard that when we had moved what was off of it, there was like a fucking swastika carved into it. Like it was, we bought a house from weird fucking people. And I used to play downstairs in the lower level. It's a split ranch. So you have the main floor, a lower level that's like half under or like 2 foot, a foot sunken under, and then a second story. So I'd be on the lower level and I'd be down there. And my mom's like, there was times you'd play, you'd make, sound effects and you'd say stuff out loud. She goes, but I started to hear you actually having conversations, not like just like saying stuff out loud, like, look out, I'm gonna get you, but like literally having a conversation. She's like, so one day I came down and I asked you, Bobby, who are you talking to? And you're like, the boy with the brown hair and the pajamas. And she's like, well, you were a kid. I figure imaginary friends, whatever. So you had an imaginary friend who had brown hair and wore pajamas. So she had us 4 years apart, and there's 4 of us. So there was me, my brother Michael. We didn't have the downstairs. We had rented it out like a mother-daughter to a cousin. And then my brother Anthony, he's 8 years younger than me. So this is about a decade apart. I'm not hanging out with him. He's a kid, young toddler age, from 1.5 to 4.5, right around there. He's downstairs playing in that area because the cousin had moved out. And my mom goes, Bobby, I hear him having a fucking conversation. So I go down and I go, Anthony, who are you talking to? And he's like, the boy with the brown hair and the pajamas. And she's like, now, she goes, there was a part of me, I was like, maybe he heard me tell the story about you. You know what I mean? And but it struck me a little bit like, wait, what? You know what I'm saying? Having a legitimate conversation, listening to him. So she's like, it was whatever. It was weird. It was kind of creepy, but I kind of like gave it its own, tried to justify it in my own head. Like maybe he heard me, overheard me. So 4 years later, my little sister is 11 years younger than me. I was way out of the house. This was a distant memory of any of the talk of it. She's downstairs. And my mom hears her having a fucking conversation. And she goes, Bobby, before I even went to ask, the second I heard her having a conversation, all I thought was, holy shit, there's a boy with brown hair and pajamas as a ghost in my fucking basement right now. So she goes downstairs. She goes, Danielle? She's like, yeah. She's like, what are you doing? She's like, playing. She's like, who are you talking to? She's like, the boy in the pajamas. I was like, the boy in the pajamas? Yeah, the boy in the pajamas. And she goes, what color is his hair? She's like, brown. And my mom was like, I lost it. I was like holding my
I'm
house.
out. I'm out. That's it. I'm out.
Oh hell no.
I'm in that house
Yeah,
right
that
now. I'm
kinda creepy
sitting in
shit.
that house. I've seen a lot of shit in this house, which is pretty cool. But over the years, I'm here 33 years. So you make peace after a while. And plus, once they saw what a fucking hellraiser I was, they were like, God damn, I don't want him coming to haunt me. They're all praying I don't come and haunt the house when I fucking die. They're all fucked, you know what I mean?
So I want to say this one because I want to use it for a short. P Digits asks, why don't people notice paranormal activity at a porn club? Well, because they're
Titties.
satisfied.
Titties. Have you seen titties? There's titties
No,
and ass
because
everywhere. Who the
you just
fuck's looking
fucked it
for a
all up.
ghost?
Okay,
with
now
titties
wait.
and ass?
Shut up.
Or
I want
maybe
to
I
do this
missed the
again
point.
because I need this
Okay.
fucker for a short. Why
Oh,
don't
okay.
people notice?
I'm gonna fuck this one up too. Get ready. Go
Why
ahead.
don't I'm gonna knock you out? Why don't people notice paranormal activity at a porn club? Because they're all satisfied. Duh. Okay. Next. I just want to get that through so I can get a fucking short
Is
out
that
of it.
all of that for that? What the fuck was that? I'm confusion. You're gonna have to explain that
Satisfied. They
now
don't
since
know
it's not on the
that
short.
ghosts
They're-
don't stay ghosts if they're not satisfied. If they're satisfied, they move on to their next realm or whatever.
Oh hell no! I'm gonna haunt the fuck out of you. That's my hobby. It's like, what are you doing after our service in hell for the day? It's like I'm gonna go to the supermarket and clap bags every time a customer takes one off the shelf. What are you doing? I'm fucking haunting the fuck out of people. This is gonna be fun as hell. You mean I could go through walls and fuck with people and be invisible? Shit. That's what satisfies me is haunting people. Jesus Christ. You tell me you're gonna get superhero powers and not fucking abuse them? Come on.
Oh wait.
Life
Spicy
is
Peach
hell.
also
That's
added
our
to
little-
this story.
like
Spicy Peach said
invincible
another
mode.
time the same boy was talking to someone outside. So I asked. And the baby said, little girl with slanted eyes said, what? Oh, here we go. She lived before him. She had to move and she was scared because of the fire. Ah, creepy
It's fucking
shit.
wild. And I've witnessed too much to say that I believe in ghosts. I wouldn't say I believe in ghosts. Like they don't do much for me. So whatever they're doing, they're lazy fucks who like to just fuck with people. They could be a lot more productive. But I understand from my perception of my reality that there's a lot more going on around here that I can't sense with my normal senses. Like see, you'll hear shit, you'll feel shit, you can see shit only when those frequencies are allowed beyond whatever threshold that keeps us separate. There's definitely more. There's someone in the room with me right now that I would bet you any bet, and I'll never know until they decide to fuck with you and slam a door shut because you're a bunch of fucking assholes. At least make me a drink or a sandwich. You're home all fucking day while I'm
Or
working.
say something.
Lazy ass
Say
goddamn
something.
ghost.
Yeah, make me jump
Help
out of my
me out.
fucking skin.
Give me
Something.
some good guttural vocals
Not-
for the music
but
and
not
shit.
tonight,
You know,
'cause
like
my
do
shoulder hurts.
something. Do something.
Don't-
Fuck.
Don't make me
Oh,
jump.
hang out with me. I would buy all the ghosts that are around me a beer. I would just always take care of their beer if they just follow me around. And every time someone wanted to fuck with me, I would just be like, hey, give them one on the kisser. And a ghost just goes bang. And I don't have to move. It's like Darth Vader having the force. You know what I mean? I don't have
Nowadays,
to-
you'd be arrested for assault.
I'm just standing there. I'm on video, just standing there like this, and all of a sudden the guy
they'd
got
still
picked
say
up
you
and
were
killed.
closest, so you must have done something.
God, me
Heather
and the ghost
said-
could be a wrecking crew, but they're lazy motherfuckers. Yeah.
Heather said, both my parents visited occasionally, and one of my little ones has asked me who the shadows in the house are. Oh, motherfucker, dude.
No, hell no.
Tell you what, I'd be fucking like,
No.
we're going, we're
Hell
leaving
no.
right now. I don't care. Mom and Dad, I swear to God, if you follow me, I'm going to be pissed. Don't you
Sha-
dare. My
Shadow
mom
people
smacked
are
me in the
real.
back of the head when I stuffed her wash machine too full. I got her wash machine and dryer. There was no way I was letting it go or selling it or whatever because she paid an arm and a leg for it. So I brought it home, and the first load I put in it, I put like, I don't know, 8 pairs of jeans in it. And my mom was a big stickler for that shit, man. And I, to this day, do not stuff wash machines full, even though I don't have her wash
No,
machine anymore.
it's
I
on a
still don't
belt
stuff.
and a swivel, a belt and a swivel. Yeah, you gotta be
Yeah, well,
careful.
so I stuffed it full of 8 pairs or 7 pairs or something like that. And she's like, my mom was good at like, she would bat you on the back of the head, not hard. It was just like a bzz tuck, like thunk thunk. And
Like
you
wow.
would feel
Yeah.
it. And I shit you not, about the time I got that last pair in, I felt this thunk thunk. It fucking took me no time at all to come out of the garage and get into my kitchen. I was scared shitless, man. Scared the shit right out of me. She did. I know it was her. I know it was. And I know she was pissed. So I did go
Oh,
back
no
out
one
and
was there.
take out 2 pairs of jeans. And then she seemed okay with it. At least I didn't get a bat at the back of the head anymore. But man, that scared the shit out. I know it was her. I know it was.
You
She
know what's
freaked me
fucked
out.
up to this day? Well, I try to go to bed early now. I'm behaving. I'm a new man. I'm behaving, being a responsible adult. Yes, ma'am. That's why usually you come on around 8. I've been going to bed by 8, so
Right.
that's why I miss you guys so much. It's just I had to get a healthy schedule down, but once in a
Good.
while I could cheat. I'm cheating tonight. But there'll be times I'm up and I'm either reading or doing like crosswords or something. And somebody sits on the bed right next to me, and it freaks me the fuck out. I know who it is, just freaks me the fuck out, and it's weird. I can't really explain. You feel it, and then you look and you see the indent. You know what I mean? But I don't get that chill feeling. You know what I mean? You get warm all of a sudden, like your skin gets hot, like, and you feel.
You do know that
It's
she's
not.
going never
It's not a terror. It's not like a scared thing where you get the chills, your hair stands up, and you get all tense. You just actually feel like almost like you're getting a hug or a blanket wrapped around you. You know what I mean? It's very weird. I
You do
can't
know that
explain it.
she's never not going to come around. Like she's always
Yeah.
going to be around.
Well,
Forever.
I think maybe she's giving me a hug because she's proud that I've been a good fucking boy. I'm glad I'm talking to you from here and not prison.
Well-
Let's just leave it at that for those that don't know me.
I think that she watches way more than you realize.
Oh, she's got it. That's how I got this far. I'm pretty sure she's the one that saved me last year. We're coming up. November 4th is 1 year since I had buttered the highway at 80 miles an hour. It's almost my
Well, I
1
think
year.
she probably has
recharge
really
birthday.
short nails in heaven. She's probably bit those nails down to nothing. Fucking watching the stupid shit you've pulled off in the last few years. But
I'm sure she's
Sure
had the
she-
wine consumption policies in heaven amended at this point.
yeah.
But I love you guys. Listen, we got a week. Get out and fucking vote. You gotta vote. And it's okay.
Vote.
It doesn't count because they cheat, this and that. Yeah, but you gotta make it harder for them to cheat. The
Vote
more that
great.
you show out,
And vote often.
and fuck them. If you're signing in a bubble, you're not shooting at a UN officer or a NATO force. You're not at that point yet. You can't fill in a bubble, then don't tell me you're gonna shoot guns at the government if you can't fill in a fucking bubble. So I don't want to hear that bullshit. Go early, go down, fill in a fucking bubble. Men died to create this nation. You can't fill in a fucking bubble. There's no excuse for not voting. That's it. Just go vote. That's bring your friends, your family, and say, "Oh, you're not gonna vote? Well, you know what? This is the better of the options since you don't care. So let's go down and just vote for this anyway. Let's take a ride. I'll buy you ice cream. I don't care if you got to bribe them to go cast their own fucking vote. I don't even care who you vote for. Just get down and fucking vote. That's all.
Speaking of ghosts, Anne said you can download an app on your phone called Ghost Talker. Well, you can download this one too. It's called Ghost Radio. Listen to this.
Oh shit.
There we go.
The electronic shit I'm skeptical of. I have analog shit that I've caught that it's like the old school disposable cameras that's light you can't digitally alter that exposure from the negative. That's, or at least I couldn't. I didn't have the technology at the time. I can't splice the negatives, but now with the digital shit and all this electronic shit, I don't know.
Here.
It takes a lot more than that. I have to physically see it with my eyes and feel the
Michael.
energy.
Michael's here.
Michael, hi Michael. Do you like it? Does he like it? Does he at least like it? Is this a good Mikey? You like it, Mikey?
Are you here to talk to somebody? Michael? Michael, are you fake? What? You heard what?
What is this? What are you doing? Michael! Hey Michael, you okay, buddy?
Talk to us, Michael.
You want cookie, Michael? How many fingers are on your left hand? What's your story? Michael, cookie time. No answer, no cookie. What is this? Am I? What are you doing right now? What is this?
It's called Ghost Radio.
The fuck is that?
But all I could make out was Michael, and what else did I make out? Something else. What else did I hear? I don't know.
Don't you wash gravestones?
Well, I haven't in a while, but yes, I do.
And,
Don't you
and
remember
you're downloading digital apps to hear ghosts
I
when
know.
you walk.
I
among
haven't
the land of the
used
dead. I
this
could
digital
just see
app.
it in person.
No.
Like there's,
Fuck.
I could create an app that will randomly play static and subliminal messages and use AI to script it to subliminally respond to you, where
there's
it's
lots of
just
things like
isolating syllables that make it sound like messages that will react
Just
to
having fun,
your
Bobby.
inquiries.
Nobody's doing
It's so simple.
scientific
I don't
experiments.
trust the digital shit because I can make it. If I could make an app that would operate like that and leave you all like, oh, I don't trust it because I could do it. I could fucking make an app that, a ghost box. You know what I mean? I'll call it out of the box ghost talk.
You
or
said
out
you're
of the box
weak.
combos. Oh yeah. Well, you're AI. You suck my dick. Kiss my ass. Come over here and help me fucking prune this tree or haunt me. I'm gonna burn sage with the windows closed. Have you run
said
around in
chain.
circles like a motherfucker. You understand me? I know how to torture a ghost. You just close all your windows and burn sage. These motherfuckers, you gotta run in circles.
You're missing it all.
I can't hear it. I'll shut up. You don't scare me, Mr. Ghost. Oh, now he shuts up? Or is he just responding to me? He shuts up? What's going on here? Watch my fucking bedroom. Watch my door get just kicked open. He gets all quiet over there, and all of a sudden you see me start levitating, and my door's fucking. I called them out. I don't know who you are, Michael. Your day's coming. What do we got? We got
You're a friend.
2 days. Your day's in 2 days, my dude. Calm down. It's not your birthday month. It's your birthday
He
weekend.
said we're a friend. He said we're friends. Oh, how nice.
Cool. Now help me haunt the fucking supermarket. I'll make us rich.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
something to
You know,
real.
you want your pickle displays to quit collapsing in the middle of the night? I designed a beautiful support system. So buy my product and that'll stop happening. Hey, go in there and just pull the fucking jaws down. So on camera, they're just going to see him constantly collapsing, and I'm going to sell them a solution. They'll never know. Oh, he's got a ghost working with him. Yeah, tell that to the Better Business Bureau. You're going to get hauled away in a straitjacket. So come on, Michael. We got a pickle. We got to bowl turkeys. We got to clap some chip bags and pull some fucking pickle jaws out of the displays. We got money in the bank. Let's go, baby.
I
And we'll
have
go
two
to
ghost
Gotta
stories,
Go
but
Joe.
to listen to those ghost stories, you have to go to Traveling Fools on Thursday night to hear about
Is
them, because
that
that's
right?
when we're telling ghost stories. Yeah, I don't want to. That's the only two ghost stories I have that are,
That's
relevant
fair.
in my world. So,
Well, do me a
he
favor
already
and shoot
told
me a
me
text.
doing ghost stories. So,
Do me a favor
huh?
and shoot me a text as a reminder, like a personal text. Hit me up to remind me because I've been dealing with a lot. I'll catch up with you on the personal end. Not to leave you guys out. It's just some things it's not even my business to tell. But I love all you guys. I miss all you guys. We got 1 week left to find out if we have a country or not. And I got news for you. It's not going to go good either way. Doesn't matter who wins this election. It's going to get
Oh,
crazy.
well, I think economy-wise, it's definitely better if Trump wins. So I'm still fucking.
I'm talking about
still hoping.
initially.
Oh, I don't give a fuck.
There's going to be
I'm
riots and craziness and looting, and they're going to be
Just be
torching
ready.
cities.
If you're ready, you
Yeah.
got nothing to worry about. You're good. You're
False
just fucking.
flags like a motherfucker, setups like a motherfucker. Don't go to any rallies. Just stay the fuck home after this election, no matter who wins. Go to work, go home, love your family, and be ready to protect yourself and them. That's it. I love you guys. I miss you guys. Nice to meet you,
Love you,
outlaw.
Bobby. Good
Stay
night,
on
y'all.
the side, all right, buddy? All right, I'll catch you all later. Everybody in the comment section, love y'all. Stay frosty, my friends. God bless you. God bless America. Good night now.
Good night, Bob.
Yep. Well,
And then there were two.
and there were two.
And then there were two. Yep, I think it's our elections is definitely is a bit dodgy, and I think no matter what, it's all on shaky ground. And who knows which way shit's gonna flow, but I'm fairly certain it's gonna be a shitty flow no matter what, in that sense. That first initial few days after the election is going to be complete chaos, I think.
Well,
Big cities.
well, and sorry, I didn't. You
No,
broke
go
up in here. Well, I'd certainly like Bob's enthusiasm with voting, but I have to disagree with him because what are you changing if both parties are bought and paid for and are campaigned and have donors by the same people?
Well,
Yeah.
if we were to say that about the normal Republican, I would agree with you. But
Yeah.
my whole thing is Trump's not a politician. He's still not a politician, even though he did all those years. You notice he has not been taken underneath the fucking wings of the politicians. They still hate him. They don't like that he's fucking intruding. And that is one of the reasons I know he's in the right, is because they don't like him and they fucking are doing everything they can to push him out. That tells me he's the man.
Yep.
He ain't God. He ain't going to fix everything and make it all better for us. He's not going to do it. So if anybody's thinking that that's what's going to happen, I mean, the first election should have showed us that. There were things that, yes, he did, and he did them very well. Very, very well. But there were some things that were left beside the way that I don't believe should have been. And do I think he fucked up tremendously with COVID? Yes, I do. I think he should have went about it a different way completely. However, I, for one, due to fear, was doing the same thing which he was doing, which was lock the bitch down. Lock it down. Like, I felt like he took too much time to lock it down.
Right.
Look who's here to visit.
Hey,
Hi,
hey.
Joey.
What
How you
up?
guys doing?
Good. How are
Yvette,
you?
Good. I've missed your whole show, Yvette, and I just got home a little bit ago and things. Of course, we babysitted tonight too, and we took the grandbaby out for a little while. So
Nice. Well, I'm glad you came up and visited with us.
So what's your topic tonight? What's your topic tonight?
Well, basically, it's the Department of Defense Directive, that 524001, which is basically that it is another. It's the same as another directive that they put in place, which is regarding if protest gets out of hand, then they can call on the military to come and basically shoot people down. That's kind of what we're talking about. And of course the election, and then we got on spooky stories, but now we're back to the election stuff. So
okay, there's been something going on in Congress for a while. This is not just something that's just sprung up. This department,
no,
that's been a plan for a long time. But there's something going on in Congress because they're trying to pass a bill, like an amendment to the Constitution, that if more than 100 senators or more than 100 congressmen are suddenly eliminated, they can pick and choose who they want and just put them in place without any elections. So that's what scared me more.
Are you saying that's in the 524001?
I don't know what it's in. I know that I know it's something they're trying to get. They've been trying to get through for a while, and under the radar with things.
Mm-hmm.
So I whether or not it's ever going to go through, I don't know. But if that goes through, that's the one that scares me. Because why are they planning for all of a sudden 100 or more of our Congress people suddenly dying? And
well, I don't know. I got a problem with. I mean that is a scary thought, but I still that whole thing with the 524001, I feel like we're kind of like people have kind of poo-pooed it off for the last 3 weeks, and here it's a big deal. It means, and I don't care if it's in 40 other directives or bills or whatever. I don't like the fact that they're pointing it out, that again they're saying we'll shoot you if you protest us, and that's what it's saying, is they will call the military, and the military can take us out because we are protesting, and that's bullshit. This is our country, not the government's country.
Yep.
They're going to they've been trying to control us for a long time, and any means necessary they're going to control us. It's supposed to be it's supposed to be a republic, and for the people, by the people, but those people anymore are the establishment, and we're the peons. And they're our rulers. We just don't even realize it. Bottom line, they said they set prices. They tell us what we have to pay for something, how much our gas is going to be. They tell us if we're going to get to work that day because, hey, you know what? Maybe we'll just shut down another coal mine and buy some more coal from China. So let's put these people out of work. They control us a lot more than people realize. And it's sad.
It is. Hey, Yank. Yep, I agree.
Yeah. Yep. Now the question is, where did the government get that power from? That ain't their territory. A lot of people gave that power to them willfully through manipulation, lying to them.
BJ just did Joey say pee on or peed on? Yeah, we're being peed on too. So yeah,
we are being pissed on big time.
Yeah, piss on us anytime they can.
Yep.
No, I'll take that back. We could be on fire and they wouldn't piss on us. To be honest with you.
Well, they're telling us it's a golden shower and you're gonna like it. That's what they're telling us.
It's a sad situation that. I kind of agree with Bobby. It may not matter who wins this election. It might send this country into chaos.
It will.
And if it does that, are we on the verge of another civil war? Gosh, I hope not.
Gosh,
unfortunately, I think we are. Signs of it are everywhere. men against women, races
Well,
against races.
Yeah.
I think that this Civil War, if you do it against freedom loving people versus the snowflakes, I think we'll be okay. Let's just put it that way. We'll be all right. I have not watched The Doctor of Common Sense, but it sounds like I should. I will check that out. Let me write that down before I forget.
Do paranormal support the use of golden showers?
Fucking P digits. I have to look to see who said that. I already know who said it. P digits. You're fucking hilarious.
Bottom line is you have a government that wants control over chaos. They want control over violence. They've proven that to you time and again. They want to be able to tell you what's acceptable, what ain't.
Yeah.
I don't know how much further people can go before they get the point.
Yeah. All right, well, Gutters, I just wanted to come in for a minute. I'm gonna pop on out of here. I wanted to come in and say hi and everything.
I'm glad
Also,
you did,
while
Joey.
I'm here, though, I'm going to tell you and your community and everybody, I appreciate your support. I appreciate your prayers. I appreciate your thoughts, your well wishes. A lot of you have reached out to me just by text message or email. Some people, did it through other ways. And I really appreciate that. Appreciate the support and the prayers.
Well, and buddy, and Joey, I just was going to tell you that I think that you doing those videos is going to help in the long run. And especially I think it will help your family above all else. And I know
Yeah.
that it is going to help people that are outside that you don't even know, but I really think the biggest thing is that it is going to help your family in those times of struggle when they are going to struggle. And I think these videos will be something that later they can come back to. And I think it's really cool that you're giving them this so that they understand what you were going through during these times. Because right now, to tell them that is kind of, sometimes it's hard. And even if you're able to tell them that, they may not get it until later when,
Yeah.
when
I'm
it,
doing this I'm doing this for me, obviously, to just keep my mind strong, right? Keep my mind straight and just be able to do something, focus my energy in it. But at the same time, I really want to draw in a community of people that maybe have also, been diagnosed with Alzheimer's, or maybe some family of people that, and things, so that we can all talk. And I think the
right.
more we all talk and become a community and compare notes here, we can start understanding it a little bit better. And maybe,
Well,
and who knows, I may live for another 20, 30 years. So,
you never know. That's right.
medicine's come a long way. But, there's always that chance that, this could be short term, and let's hope, really that, that, the channel is just being able to reach even one person and changes their life a little bit. So that's what I'm hoping for.
Yep.
For sure,
Love
this
it.
channel is sure not about money and trying to make a living at it. This channel is for education, and I'm happy to be a guinea pig in that. So, all right, Gutters, I appreciate it. By the way, the channel is called Chasing Alzheimer's, and
Yes.
I can throw a link in the chat, and I do appreciate anybody that set me up, But and if you ever know anybody with Alzheimer's or anything, come over and check out the videos. And I'll be doing live shows too. We're going to do some hangout streams just like this. So,
Yep.
all right, gutters.
I
Thank
think
you,
it's
honey.
really, thank you, sweetheart. We will talk to you later. Make sure
Okay.
y'all sub up to Joey. It is called Chasing Alzheimer's. It's actually fairly easy to find. If when you put it in the search bar, it doesn't come up. If you go over to the right-hand side, if you are on a laptop, I'm not sure how it is on a phone, but if you go over, actually, I do know how it is on the phone, but if you go over to the right-hand side of the screen, there's a place that says filters. If you click that and you click channels, it will actually pull them up a little easier. And then it literally says Chasing Alzheimer's. It's green. It's the neon green color is the chasing word, and then Alzheimer's is in black. And that's the channel that you want to click on. But I will copy and paste it in case he has it. So yeah, most of us know and love Joey, but just so you all know what's going on, he's very prideful and he's doing awesome with this for somebody that's just had to deal with such a diagnosis. So it's there he is, chasing Alzheimer's. So he is obviously in chat, and then I also posted his link, and so did he. So make sure you guys go sub him up, because he is I think it's going to be really good for all of us that love and care about Joey, but as well, it will help others as well. So make sure you sub him up. So yeah, thank you, Joey, for coming on. What Yankee say? I'm spending the week cleaning and oiling the pews while heading to the range Fridays through Sunday to open the scopes. Yeah, actually, I think that is one of our next things to do, is oil them back up. They need some love and care and attention, and they need to be talked to. It's been a minute. So yay, thank you guys for subbing him up. That's awesome.
Yep. God bless you and Godspeed, brother. I had a grandmother that had that, and it ain't easy.
It's not easy, and the further it progresses, my experience through being an administrator of an Alzheimer's unit was, once it progresses to that spot where they're needing an Alzheimer's unit, which some never do. I mean, Joey may die of fucking something completely different before Alzheimer's ever gets him. Or, whatever. He may live a very long life. You just never know. But one of the things that's the hardest is how the patient actually has a much easier time than his loved ones that have to deal with it. The hardest part for me was watching. The one thing that I always knew was when we walked into the unit, which is where our Alzheimer's unit was, you left your world at that door. And you did not pick your world back up until you came back out. Because if you did try to go into your own world while you were in the presence of somebody who's deep in Alzheimer's, you only make it really hard for them. You have to come out of your world and go into theirs. And that's where you'll be while you're with them until you step back out away from them, which is why caregivers do need breaks once they get to that point, because you have to be able to have your own reality, but their reality is way different than yours. And if you try to push them into yours, you will only make their symptoms and their aggravation way worse. Don't do that. It's the one thing they'll teach you, is don't ever do that. Just let them be in their world and you follow along. That's your best bet. I mean, within reason. You can't let them get run over or hurt, run over somebody else or whatever. But you are staying within their world, and it helps out tremendously for them to get through. And as it progresses, Joey's quite a ways away from that right now, but it will eventually, that will be a thing. So just so everybody knows, don't be trying to make them go to your world. You can't. If they say, man, I need to go see my mom, and their mom's been dead for 25 years, you go, right on. Well, she's out to lunch right now, so you'll have to wait and see her later. Is that okay? You go with it. Do not try to say, your mom been dead for 25 years. Are you crazy? Don't try to explain to them how their mom's dead or in any way, shape, or form. You go with whatever they're feeling, because they will relive their mother's death. Don't do that to them.
Yeah.
And like I said, Joey's not anywhere close to there, but there will come a time when those kind of things will come into effect. So it's always good. I just love that Joey's doing a channel about it so that his family can come back to this. And it will mean a lot. It won't mean a whole lot right now, but it will later. It will mean a whole. I know of many family members that would have loved to have something like this to look back on, to what what he was trying to explain he was going through when he was still able to vocally express his feelings.
Yeah.
Oh, Yank, I'm sorry. His mom's been showing signs. She has a another second cognitive evaluation done on the 13th of November. Fuck. Yeah. It's not easy. My grandma had it, and it was not easy. And I got to say again, it was hard watching my grandma go through it, but it was really hard watching my aunts go through it. My mom had already passed. But watching my two aunts go through, watching my grandma go through that was fucking excruciating. It was hard on my grandma, but it was really hard on my aunts. I mean, my grandma was just like, well, where's my puzzle? I'll do it. You got a crossword? I mean, she was, can I have some sour cream? She loved cream cheese too. She'd eat cream cheese till the cows come home. Nothing. She didn't need no crackers with it. Just let me have cream cheese.
Hey, I'm with her there.
Well, and my aunts were always like, she shouldn't have it. It ain't good for it. She has fucking Alzheimer's, man. Her brain's shrinking. Let her have what she wants, okay? Just let's do that. Let's go that way. And for the most part, they did. Let's just say that my grandma had tubs of. I mean, my aunt they were constantly had tubs of cream cheese that they had to, get rid of the tubs of it because she just, man, she loved it. My grandma was a really tough woman. I called her my 4'9" by 4'9" grandma. Because she was 4'9" and she was almost as wide as she was tall, but man, she was fucking spunkier and all get out, man. She was the best. I'll never forget one time my grandma she lived with a guy. It was her boyfriend, and they had a sheep ranch. And they had a ranch hand living with them and working for him. And they had a hell of a time getting him out of bed. And my grandma got sick of getting him up. And so he told my grandma to fuck off one morning, which would have been the last morning he worked for my grandma, because she went downstairs with a shotgun loaded and said, you get your fucking ass out of that bed right now and you get your ass up on that hill. You help Eddie get those fucking sheep in. And when you get done, you get back here and you pack your shit and you get the fuck off of this land. And that was it. My grandma was like, I want to say she was like 75 then. You didn't fuck around with my grandma. She will whoop your ass. I'm telling you what, he woke up to looking down the barrel of a shotgun. My uncle had to go get the shotgun. She couldn't have. It's no more at her house. You can't hold up the ranch hands. Tell them to get up there and get to work. Nope. Oh yeah, it was funny.
Yeah,
she was so mad at my uncle for taking her fucking shotgun away. Just don't mess with her. I mean, she'd asked you like 50 times to get up. And my grandma was really good too. Like, she'd have breakfast sitting there waiting for you. Eggs, bacon, hash browns. Fuck. Really good food. I mean, always clean clothes and a nice fresh bed. And, my grandma went above and beyond. So for you to not get out of bed and go do what you're supposed to do, you're asking for fucking looking down the barrel of a shotgun. Yeah, no baby jabs. I agree, Spicy. Absolutely no baby jabs. None. Done.
No.
We've seen what you guys have done to our kids. We're done with it. We're done. Done.
Yep.
I ain't so sure that ain't what has progressed Alzheimer's, and all of that is all the jabs and shit that we've had over the years. Used to be we had like fucking 5 jabs, and now we're up to like 72.
No.
Are you fucking crazy? Spicy Beach. My mother-in-law was called Wheezy. She was the nicest person Earth ever after. Oh, Wheezy. Remember Wheezy? She was a fun lady, man.
Oh yeah.
She had to be fun to put up with his shit. Fucking racist. There was a racist dude right there. Jesus Christ. Between the two of them, them and Archie Bunker, I'm not sure which one.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Remember? And they were neighbors.
All in the family.
Yeah, they were
Oh
neighbors.
yeah.
They made off their own shows and
Oh, jeez, Edith. Will you stay for
sometimes,
yourself?
yeah. Kaylin said Alzheimer's can cause extreme agitation and violent behavior. It sometimes can, angry and abrasive behavior. It can be scary. There's so many factors attached to it. You know what was really trippy is most of the men that were grumpy in life were usually the sweetest men with Alzheimer's, and those that were the sweetest men with Alzheimer's or the sweetest men in life ended up when they had Alzheimer's were just assholes. Like it just seemed to be they just flop. Like women, it seemed you never knew which way they were going to flip. Like some could be bitches and they'd just get bitchier. But then sometimes they'd flop and be nice people or vice versa. But with men, 9 times out of 10, we noticed that like all their family members would say, "Oh my God, they were the nicest guys." And then they got, Alzheimer's and turned into assholes. And it was like, really? And then it was like, my dad was an asshole his whole life. And then he got Alzheimer's. Oh my God, why couldn't he be like this? And he didn't have Alzheimer's. He was the nicest guy ever. Right? Art, going up.
Yeah, moving on up.
Yep, I finally got a piece of the pie. Oh, speaking of arthritis, I'm telling you what, that's tough. Road to hoe. Got to pay attention to the diet. Yep. Get the fuck away from carbs, man. Inflammation. My shoulder feels like, I'm not kidding you. It just feels like somebody beat the shit out of my left side. My arm, all the way down to my elbow, and then all the way from my arm, the beginning of my shoulder, all the way back to around my shoulder blade. I mean, ooh, I'm telling you what, I thought maybe it was a rotator cuff, but as I kind of doing some research, it could be like 3 or 4 different things. So it's like, well, we'll see how it all works out here. We'll just try to take it easy and not be lifting shit out of the garage anymore and see if that helps. Not lift my grandson. That might help too. Yeah, women are so much different, Kaylin, than men. Theirs, you just didn't know how they were going to, how their Alzheimer's was going to progress. It was almost like a lot of men you would know. Some men, though, just stayed neutral. Like they were mellow when they were, didn't have Alzheimer's, and then they just stayed mellow all the way through it. But for the most part, most of the men that I would talk to their family members, because when I first took over the Alzheimer's unit, they would tell me a lot of them just seemed like scared. Like I couldn't even get them to come in and spend time with their family member. And I would say to them, they would say, well, I don't even think Dad remembers me, or I don't think Mom remembers me. And I'd say, well, you'd be amazed at how many times they have moments of clarity. And if you're able to be here for one of those, it really sucks if you have to miss it, because it's that moment that you've been wishing for, that Mom was back to Mom and she knew who you were and she was asking about the kids and she told you about what she did 5 minutes ago, and she was Mom. She was normal. So if you can catch one of those moments, it's something to not miss out on. And so that was kind of my way of trying to get through to the family members and we did that we finally got to where we did family meetings. We started out with once a month, and then we did it once every 2 weeks, and then we took it to once a week because we started getting so big. And a lot of people were saying, well, I had to miss work today to come to this. So then we would do it at different times. Like I literally took time away from my family, which I swore I wouldn't do, and would do them at like 7 o'clock at night. And
Yeah.
so I tried to make sure it was on a Friday when the kids could be off, staying at a friend's house or whatever, doing their thing, or Marvin would be home. But I would try to do it then, and then just have like, we would basically have family members come and have wine and cheese, and we'd just go over all this. And it just kind of got more people to come. I mean, by the end of it, we had rooms full. We couldn't get them full enough. And it was because of the information we were doling out to them about their loved ones. It made a huge difference. Huge difference. It was phenomenal. And just making them realize that they needed to stop arguing with mom or dad was like 75% of their problems and their frustration of why they never wanted to come see mom or dad. Once you told them, just go with it. If she says, I have a baby in the bedroom and I need to go get her, can you help me? And you go in, there's a doll laying on the couch, grab the baby, love the baby, and hand it to her. Just do it.
Yeah.
And you will see a complete different. Once they realized that, they were like, oh, fuck, this is way easier. Why were we fighting it? And then pretty soon, I mean, I didn't matter what time of day or on the weekend, I would show up at work, and there would be tons of family members there, and they were involved in their family members, and they were making sure that if their family member was a chokerist, that they were telling the kitchen, make sure, don't give dad that because he chokes on it, or, so it was really great. I mean, my administrator was actually really bummed when she yelled at me the day she yelled at me because I quit my job that day and told her to fuck off. But she was really bummed because I changed that whole Alzheimer's unit around. It was amazing.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, with Alzheimer's, just don't argue with them. Go into their world. It's not like you're saying, yeah, let's go jump off a cliff together, by no means. But you might talk about it if they're saying, yeah, I heard there's, cool fucking things when you fucking parachute off this cliff over here. Can, whatever. Maybe you go for a drive to an airport and they've forgot about the parachute, and now they're looking at airplanes flying in and out. But they're getting that whole feeling that kind of what they wanted. There's lots of things that you can do, but don't fucking argue with them. That's the worst thing you can do.
Yeah.
Wheezy was 80. Sometimes out of the blue, she would turn into 8. That's right, Spicy. That's exactly right. And you just, at that point, you just hand them their doll if that's what they want. And beyond, I mean, we had activity boards that were made for 2-year-olds that worked great for Alzheimer's because it gave their brain something to do. And a lot of times when we brought in those things that they hadn't had before, it was amazing how their Alzheimer's kind of took a standstill. Like it was making their brain work and it made them think more. And so it was a good thing. I mean, they stayed at a standstill instead of progressing more into Alzheimer's. They actually stayed still for a minute and was able to, sometimes they'd even remember their family members more just because it kind of gave their brain time to stabilize and think about things, whether it was, fucking doing a latch on a gate. Something as simple as that would just, and they'd do it for hours. We had one man that built buildings, so they didn't have building blocks in the facility. I couldn't believe it. So we went and got him building blocks, and he didn't like Legos. He liked the Lego logs. That's what he wanted to build because he mostly built log houses and shit like that. He would build fucking Taj Mahals out of logs. I'm not kidding you, man. They were gorgeous. But it gave him something to do. And then pretty soon his son showed up and he was like, holy shit, Dad knew my name. How the hell did you do that? We didn't do anything. We just gave him what he wanted, which was blocks. So it's kind of cool. Amazing stuff. I can get on Alzheimer's forever, though. I have to pull myself back sometimes and go, okay, we're supposed to be talking about the election.
Oh, yeah.
All right, I get it, dude. I truly do. The so-called medical professionals. I've had 0 answers for you, brother. I know, that's It's amazing the foods that can cause the major issues nowadays. I mean, people just don't realize it. Stopping by a fast food restaurant, what you're doing to yourself. It's just, ugh.
Yep.
And we've grown so accustomed to it that it just doesn't seem wrong until you get somebody to dive deep with you into that whole fucking facade. And then you're like, oh, holy shit. Boy, what have I been missing?
Yes. Yes, indeed.
Your mom was jealous of Wheezy. She died of cancer because my mom had. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I always said that I would rather go off my, like, be off my rocker than be totally with it and lose my body. I'll take the losing my body or the losing my mind anytime, just because then I don't know what the fuck's going on. I love you too, Yank, and I hope we do get to meet. You little mushy fucker, you. Hey, Puddletown, what's up? Yankees, my mushy man. That's my mushy internet husband right there. He used to be here. He would normally be here up with us, talking and jabbering. The links, it's pinned up there, Yank. You know, you're always welcome. Yep, Yank and I started this channel together.
That's awesome.
Yep. I watched the diet. It's just a sudden change in temp, what gets my joint to hurting. Yeah. As soon as the rain starts to come, I'm like, ow, it's gonna rain. Fuck, my joints hurt. Is that bad? Man, I know immediately. Puddletown, did you see that guy who asked Alexa who will win the who will win the election? And Alexa said, no one, it's canceled, but the War Powers Act, because the US is at war with China and Russia. Actually, I did not hear that, Puddletown. Wow, I don't have an Alexa. Where's Rick when we need him? He's got an Alexa. He could tell us that. I wonder if this one will tell us. Let's see. Okay, what did you say? Did you see the guy who asked Alexa who will win the election? Let's see what it says here. Who will win the election?
I haven't seen that one.
I'm a looking here. Political. I was hoping it was going to say something like kind of in the same. I figured it would. I'm a looking. Sorry. AI is scary, isn't it? It just scares the shit out of me.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I know it.
The more I'm around it, the more I'm like, man, I don't know. This was, I mean, it was fun to play with at first, but it's like, ooh. It didn't stay fun to play with. Let's just say that. How much does early voting tell us about who would be the president? More Republicans are voting early than in the past. Yep. See, that's why they're burning that shit down. That's fake news. Oilers said that's fake news. Sorry, don't mean to derail. No, you're fine, Puddletown. Don't you worry about it. This is what this show's all about. We fucking go in 50 different directions. Christ, in a minute here, we'll be talking about fucking, I don't know, sex toys or something. Hold tight. Oilers. Why do you think that's fake news, Oilers? Are you just saying that to troll or what?
What's fake news?
What Puddletown had said about Alexa. Well, if somebody has Alexa, they probably already videoed it, so it's probably not fake news. I wish I had an Alexa now just to see, though. Ow. Ow. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make my daughter ask. Watch me do this. Ask. What? No. Who? Okay. Kayla has Alexa. We'll find out. We're going to find out if it's fake or not. Right here soon. I don't think it's fake. I think because if you listen to if you said to her, is Trump going to win the election? She'd be like, I can't make predictions like that. Blah, 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 blah. But then if you asked her if Camel Toe was going to win, she'd be like, well, percentage-wise, it sure looks like da, 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 da. So she had all kinds of information if you asked if Camel Toe was going to win.
Yep. Predictive programming. Yep.
Right? Spicy, I want the fucking dollar value back. Exactly. What's amazing to me is how many people get out there and ask these people how they think the economy's going right now. First, I'll ask them, well, who are you gonna vote for? And they say they're gonna vote for Camel. And then they'll say, well, how's the economy going right now? Oh, we think it's going great. Well, could use a little improvement here and there, but it's going actually pretty great. Are you fucking serious? You cannot possibly think that. Banana, don't be scared, Spicy Peach. You guys are going to run the FEMA camps. Somebody better.
You gotta understand that a good majority of American citizens voting are low information, low IQ voting people.
Yep. And they're listening to mainstream media. Most people are not looking at other outlets. And that mainstream media is just poisoning them. I mean, oh Jesus. I think that my husband would be he'd be clueless because he usually just watches, the news. I mean, that's what he's been brought up on. You read the newspaper, watch the news. There you go. Now you've been informed. And so that's just his normal go-to. But over time, I have made him realize that, there's more to that, obviously, and that he can find it in other ways. And I send him stuff that has eventually made him realize, okay, I need to go to YouTube and see what I can find there. So he usually will. He'll go there. But he still, I mean, I think if I wasn't around all the time, basically, because he'll get just too busy to even look, he'll just go for whatever's on the TV while he's eating or whatever and, listen to it. And I told him, I said, man, you got to start digging for other information because that shit, it's going to get you. Yeah, I mean, it's not telling you either the truth or all of the truth.
Yep.
I don't think anybody's chewing.
No, I'm not. I'm not eating nothing.
Nope, me either. Yankee's always afraid of somebody chewing. Nope, I'll chew your ass, but I am not chewing anything.
That could be interpreted several ways.
Right. Maybe I should be careful about how I say that. Yeah, the guy that the person that took off, or the person that started those ballot boxes on fire was in a Volvo. Oh, you found the video, Puddletown? You should be able to post it. You're a mod. What's up, fools? Don't have a place to share it? Can't you share it in the comments? You should be able to share a link in the comments, honey. Yeah, you can share it. Go ahead. I'll look at it and then I'll figure out if I can share it. Oh, yeah. Of course. You can share links as long as they're not porn links.
No.
Okay, let me look at this.
Yo, traveling fools.
What you doing, fools?
Mm.
Did you get your trivia done?
Oh, did he stream?
No. He does trivia in real life as well.
Oh.
At different places, so. It's wood that the North Korea has diplomats in the NYC, and there will be. Because I know they have a meeting, right? Crazy. Why isn't this working? Come on, piece of shit. There. Middletown. There it is. Oh, is it going to let me? Okay, there it is. No, I don't have TikTok. Let me see if I can get it to work. Sometimes TikTok hates me.
Hmm.
You know what, Puddletown? I'm just going to go find you in Instagram.
Is there a hamster wheel in the background?
Was that Instagram or was it? Is there a hamster wheel?
That's what Celine, I guess that's her name. Kayleen?
Kaylin, oh, is there a hamster? No? Do you hear
I
one?
don't know. Mm-mm.
Nope, no hamsters. Okay. Let me see if this. No, it was TikTok. Damn it, I thought it was. I don't know if I can see it. It's not going to let me. I took TikTok off my phone because they pissed me off. So it's not going to let me. I can't see it. Darn it. Anyways, if you guys go to that and you have TikTok, you can look at it. I don't. Let's compare dick pics, Yank.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck it. Since we're all gonna die anyways next week, here's my dick pic link almost. That's funny. The things we do for entertainment. There's a squeaky sound in the background. Can anyone else hear? I thought I heard it a minute ago, but then I don't hear it right now. But okay, I kind of hear.
Whose end would that be on? Because I don't.
Let me see if I mute. Do you hear it?
Mm-mm. No, I don't hear it.
It sounds like crickets, huh? Okay, so I still heard it even if I muted. So
Probably on my end.
it sounds like crickets, but who knows? It's not that. I mean, it's not that annoying, is it? It's not really that crazy. I don't think so. Something no woman actually ever enjoys getting is dick pics, right? You do understand they look like a naked mole rat, right? Y'all get that?
I mean, I could understand if she's speaking for herself. There's a lot of women that probably do, though.
But it does look like a naked mole rat. What if it's huge? Puddletown said, what if it's huge? It just looks like a big naked naked mole rat.
Hey,
I'll
some
never
women
forget
do, some don't.
when we went to the zoo here in Portland, and they have like this whole setup of naked mole rats. Oh my gosh. I'm not kidding you. I just looked at Marvin and went, okay, we got to go. The kids are here. I can't say anything. We got to go.
Oh my
I'm
God.
going to say something that's going to be rude and totally it's going to be totally not parental to be saying. So we should go now. He's like, okay, you're right. Shut your mouth. Oh, Caitlin said she's met some really nice ones, though. Have you? Really, Puddletown? Huh. Crickets. Heather.
Yeah, I don't. Not now. I don't hear them.
I don't hear it at all now. I wished I received as many titty pics as women claim men send dick pics, right? Wouldn't that be nice? You men, let me just say that I would look at a pair of titties and at least evaluate them and be like, oh, look, there's a nice set of titties. Now you're in Vancouver? No.
I mean, I've known women that have asked for them. So, I mean, like I said, that may be just her. She doesn't like getting them. I don't know, but there are some women that do, and some women obviously don't. Well, who knows, right?
I don't know. I carried on a long distance relationship for 2.5 years, and I mean, never once did Marv go, hey, let me send you this. Never. And I mean, we're not straight-laced people by no means. Oh, did you watch Nick Johnson's interview with people standing in line at the... So did I, Hollis. Standing in line at the Kamala, Michigan rally today. Yep. Oh, it's the economy. The best it's always been. The same I know. I was like, are you fucking serious? That was crazy. I'll be watching him more often, that Nick Johnson. If nobody's seen his channel, y'all need to check him out. He's got like 1 million+ subscribers, but he digs deep. Yeah, he gets right in there.
Yes, throw me a link. I'll go check him out.
Yeah, let me see if I can find him. Yeah, he talks real shit too. He's not really a fake dude. He seems to be pretty legit. Yeah, here it is. This is the one. Oh my gosh. I'll just send his link and you guys can go check it out. Anyways, he went to the Kamala one in Michigan. Copy. Here he is. Oh. I think I've taken too much ibuprofen today. I have a slight headache.
Hollis, who was in the lines? Like what type of people?
So,
Men, women?
okay, well, first of all, it was a Kamala rally, and they were going to have Obama and Eminem there.
Oh God.
Yeah.
So fucking stupid.
Well, and I think it's like a false sense of trying to get people in to vote. I mean, really? I mean, there's probably people that are like, oh my God, it's Eminem. I don't care if it's fucking, Camel, I'm going. Because it's fucking M&M's there. It's like, really? Oh, good.
Mhm.
Kill it.
Yeah, like I said the other day, ain't it just a coincidence that, Taylor Swift and Eminem, two of the quote unquote most popular artists right now in the world, happens to be back in Kamala? Oh, yeah, that's just coincidence, right? Give me a
Right.
fucking break.
Right? In my day, we didn't have the ability to send dick pics, let alone take them. We were lucky if we could have phone sex. The card was usually too short to get out the kitchen or living room, but I'm old. Yeah, there's no way. I could have never talked Marv into that. I would have probably been game, but I don't think he would have ever done anything like that. Marv is the one that keeps me sane. Let's just be clear here. We had the extra long, stretchy phone cord, right? Pedal down. You could go clear in the bedroom from the hallway all the way to your bedroom with the phone. Till your mother hung it up. Click. Oh, looky there. Fuck. We're done talking. Right? Pedal down. Get out of the bathroom. I gotta go. Move. Come on. You've been on the phone long enough. Those were the days. No, I always say the kids will never understand what it's like to slam a phone down when you're pissed off. Hang up on somebody and slam that phone. You just have no idea. I think my spray's wearing off or my ibuprofen. It's like, man, some bitch that hurts. Good night, Puddletown. You have a great night. We ain't giving no finger. You're good. I wonder if they have enough attention span to dial a number on a radio. Can you imagine? There's no way. They could never. They can't even figure out how to dial the phone. Like, they don't understand where their fingers should go and how you have to turn it, to dial the actual number. They don't understand it at all. It's kind of funny to watch them. Yeah, too fun. I'm telling you. Crazy stuff. What else was it? I thought I saved some stuff on here. What was it? Oh, man. Oh yeah, the burning of the ballots. That's what I saved.
Yep.
It is amazing to me, though, how the ballots in Oregon were saved, but 3, like the fire extinguisher worked. But in Washington, they burned 2 boxes, and neither of the extinguishers worked. Strange. I just seen, I'm under arrest. Never been busted. Episode 4. My daughter and I are under arrest. Listen to me. Oh. Barry Cooper. I don't know if anybody's ever watched Barry Cooper Never Get Busted, but he's pretty cool. I'm still learning his little ways. Some things I don't agree with that he talks about, but most of the things I do. So if anybody's never seen him, I just noticed he's live. And he's a guy that his show's called Never Get Busted, and he will go to court for you if you are busted for, unlawful shit or whatever. He's actually helped get a lot of people off of a bunch of charges. So in the coming days, we may need somebody like that. And he's actually in the Philippines where they can't touch him either. Someone else in the home picking it up and listening or answering at the same time, and you don't realize it. Oh my gosh, remember those days? I always worried about somebody listening to our phone calls. We were never on a party line, but my best friend was. And so when we'd go stay at her house, oh my gosh, we always had to worry about the neighbors hearing us. On the party line. The cool thing was I could wire my own phone. I negotiate being allowed to use to do that, right? Yeah, I've been watching where the Amish, like 200,000 are voting. It's like, dang. But anyways, I suppose we're right at 3 hours. We done our dirty deed. And nobody seems to be coming on. We gave it our best all. And I can tell my shoulder is starting to want to wake up. Nobody wants to hear me whine about that. Fly crew. Hey, fly crew. You need to email me because I owe you gift cards. You won gift cards. You don't even know it, but you won gift cards to our store. So now you can run around with, I don't know, Gutter Pub merch on your ass. Or whatever. You can have anybody's merch that's on there. There's like 9, 10 creators. You know that? Then how come you haven't emailed me? I owe you $20, dude. I got your gift cards.
Nice.
Yeah. You saw? Okay, well. That's damn near $20. You could actually get some without even having to pay anything. It was rigged. It wasn't rigged. You see me push the buttons. Joe Biden called us garbage today. Crusty old fucker, right? I agree, LW. Little bastard. Anybody else see Eminem getting makeup and hair done? No. The wheel landed on the same side twice. Well, no shit. So what? It's still your shit. It ain't either. I just pushed the button. I guess I'm a garbage deplorable who steps to a different drummer. Now the left are becoming unhinged. I know. Fuck them. Weighted digital wheel. Right on. I don't care. I'm giving you money, fucker. Take it. You give me money, I take it. I give you money, you take it. That's how it works. It's kind of like, we're whoring each other without whoring each other. If you don't want them, fly crew, I can sure help you out. Garbage humans for the win, right? I'll take being a I'll take it. I'm good with it. I will tell you to take it, boy. Take it all. You haven't even been gifted a membership. I call rigged elections for Clyde Crew. This is it, right? Respin. What did I miss? Is this the Jill Stein rally, right? All 7 people that are here. Actually, we have 23. She's moved up. I would gift you a membership if I could choose who. I know, right, Fly? I think it does kind of suck that you don't get a pick who you get to gift them out to. I mean, if you're buying them, you ought to be able to gift them. He is completely irrelevant at this point, Art. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think he's going to help Harris. I think he's pissed, which is awesome. I love it that he's pissed off. The dude that doesn't know where the fuck he's at, but he knows to be mad at her. He knows she screwed him. Is there betting odds if the left will accept the outcome of the election? I don't know. Is the right gonna if things don't? I mean, I'm not sure either of us are willing to at this point. I'll have to see what you have. I could use another mug for ice cream at night or something. Probably wouldn't wear a shirt. Don't wear many t-shirts. Okay. Well, you got to go check it out. You may after you see the shirts I got. Oh, Puddle Town, thanks. Where'd you go? Thank you. Now we got to sing a little ditty to you right here. Where is it? Here, we'll give you this one.
Oh, you gotta give that spit on that thing. Oh, you gotta give that spit on that thing. Spit on that thing.
Thank you. So, yeah, she's got a hawk too for you. I was thinking about putting $500 to $1,000 on Trump. Oh, was you? Hopefully bringing about 300 to 600, I think. What are you talking about? I'm so clueless. He's a confused Roomba vacuum cleaner. What? I have $340 on Trump right now. You're betting on him? Really? Serious question, Gutter. Are you concerned about how the country may explode regardless of who wins the election? I definitely am. I definitely think that we've got I think we should just be on high alert and ready for whatever may come, regardless of who wins. Because I think either way, people, because the election has been so rigged in the past, I think now people are like, fuck it. We know neither side's really trusting the whole. I mean, you have some of those snowflakes that are too stupid to, they don't even understand reality. But Biden may be more on the ball than you think. Brain hemorrhage are like that. Maybe. But the way he walked, his pace, and all of that made me feel like it was more Alzheimer's than anything. Not even stroke. You're betting that much on Trump. Wow. Fly crew, why do you come here and mention ice cream, right? This has happened before, and it's rude. Especially when some of us may not have ice cream in the freezer at the moment. Just rude. Fucker. he said he's just luring Biden into his trap. Yeah, amen. I don't think people are taking the possibility of total anarchy seriously enough. I definitely think we need to be like ready and then ready some more, because if you think you're ready, you're not ready. You need to, if you think you're ready, you need to go get ready some more, because it means you're not ready. When you think you're not ready, you might be ready then. Jesus, that sounded like a Kamala speech, didn't it? The polls look good. I'm afraid they'll cheat, but I'm hoping it's too big to rig. Lots of early voters, lots of good polls. And he usually outperforms the polls. Yeah. I just worry about what they're going to do at the last minute. I mean, we all know that's how they did the bullshit before. It was all at the last minute that it all took place. Yeah, see, Fly Crew, he's always had fucking ice cream on hand. Every time Fly Crew's ever been on panel, I think he's had ice cream. I'm sure to say stocked up because I'm a regular consumer. Yes, you are. We know this. DoorDash is ice cream too. Oh, yeah, but ugh. I don't know. I always worry about them licking the ice cream in the stores. I can't imagine what they're going to do if they bring it to my door. Yeah, Kaylin, tell us your address. Yeah. It may be riots, but it's not likely to be much more worse than the George Floyd crap. Well, you know, unless you were those people living in those cities, then it was fucking total annihilation. Some of those people weren't sure if they were going to make it out of the city. Chinocrats didn't release the Wuhan virus and steal the 2020 presidential election just to relinquish power 4 years later, right? They'll riot in the cities and destroy their own neighborhoods. Fuck it. But I feel bad for the businesses. It's awful. I mean, there are so many businesses in Portland that went down. Even after the riots, the people wouldn't come back. And so many businesses just, they left. They had no choice. Nobody was coming back. I mean, my kids used to go to Portland all the time and, you know, go to different places there, eat dinner, go out, you know, different bars and different clubs and shit. Not anymore. We hardly ever go there anymore. I don't think demonstrate will allow Trump to win regardless of the vote count, right? Yep, and she's in charge of certifying it. My heart was in the right place. Sorry for the 6-inch hole in your ice cream. Pedal time out for you. Yes, go to your corner. Rent a mob at the usual places. Select. Ow. But sometimes I just move my shoulder the wrong way, and it's like shooting pain all the way up to my neck and all the way down my shoulder blade. Oh, and all the way down my arm to my elbow. Motherfucker. Agree, Bill, fake, Russiagate, the C word 2020. They ain't gonna just quit now. I know. Are y'all ready? Better be ready. If you think you have enough, go get more. You don't.
Mhm.
And I ain't talking about flour. Bill says he's ready. Elon Musk wants to cut 1/3 of the budget. Let's see it. Yeah. Yeah. I always worry about people like that coming in and doing shit like that. I remember we'd have new fucking owners come in and take over a facility, and oh Jesus, they didn't know 5 minutes of what was going on. They just come in and clear out. It's like, wait, Jesus, don't take that away. That's a system we just put in place that's actually working. The one system that's working, you're going to take it away. Really? Right, Puddletown? Fuck, I think we could all run for president and do better than what's been going on. If Harris doesn't certify after he wins, there will be issues. I agree, Fly. I agree. It could get scary if it doesn't get certified. Because I think at some point that, I mean, I just don't know how much more the laid back people are going to take before they're like, fuck it. Musk doesn't have the power to do anything, and Trump doesn't either without the approval of Congress, right? No worry about having a system working at the federal level. Fucking none. If we don't want to play games, they better not let him win. If they wait until after. I don't know. I definitely worry about the whole thing. It kind of freaks me out. I mean, I'm ready, but it still freaks me out about what's actually going to go down and how it's all going to get handled. Especially after they reiterated this whole bullshit. I mean, I understand it's something that was put in place before and they're just reiterating it, but they reiterated it with the Department of Defense directive. So I feel like it holds a little more water than just, yo, don't forget, here's how this goes down if y'all fucking act stupid. Are you shutting this shit down soon? I was going to, yeah. Nobody's coming up, so I figured we were done. The president is the executive branch. He can fire anyone. You're right. The other branches will put on the brakes. Balance of power, potentially unfortunate in this case. I know. Fucking crazy. Separation of powers. Can't we just split the U.S. in half? And then we let the fucking woke stay on one side. And then the conservatives can be on the other. And then when the woke fucking kill themselves, then we'll have everything. Hey, Matrix, how are you? I'm not, I promise. Send them to Michigan and then sell Michigan to Canada. Well, I mean, come on. You need to get rid of California. Have you seen it? We need a national divorce, right? Can't we just do that? Like, we'll just break in half and go from there. I mean, down near the whole West Coast, you could basically just chisel off.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a very gorgeous part of our fucking United States, but the people have ruined it. The people that you have to live around ruin being there. Congress doesn't get to define the powers delegated to the president under the Constitution and vice versa. There are only so many people who serve at the pleasure of the president. The rest are protected by employee laws and unions. So no, he can't fire anyone. I live here and I didn't do it. Well, I understand what you're saying, Puddletown, but Like, people are going to have to go to one side or the other if we decide that that's what we're going to do. We're going to say, okay, let's just split it in the middle. The ones that think with the, common sense go to this side, and the fucking idiots go to the other side. Well, we all got to pick one side or the other. I really don't want to give up my Pacific Northwest, but on the other hand, it's going to take a lot to move all these motherfuckers. Right? Wait till you move, then saw it off. Right? Well, I thought it was all going to fall off into the ocean at one point. I was fairly certain all of California was going to there. Yeah. So, anyways, nobody's coming up. I think we're done. I think they're done. No sense us just sitting up here, listening to each other breathe.
Yeah.
And write and literally read comments. I only want big titty women in. Trade women in, huh? Oh, look at Flatty's like, yep, 5, 4, 3, 2. Flatty. Flatty's cute. They don't have kids, play Minecraft, and become trans and protest. Don't have to worry about them breeding. That's true. Eventually, they'd all be gone, right?
Yep.
Flatty is adorable. She's our Flatty girl. We love her. So, anyways, yeah. What else? I guess I don't know no more. How about you? What do you got going on? You guys got Wrestling Thursday.
Yep. Let's see. We've got SWF Thursday. I don't know. I'm thinking about maybe doing another ghost stream Thursday night before we go live at Ike's. I don't know if anybody'd be interested in that. Like, do a spooky ghost stream or something like that. Watch haunted places. Not
Nice.
sure.
Well, y'all make sure that you sub up to Outlaw. Make sure you post that if you can, or I will. Takes me a second to find him. Sometimes it'll pull it right up, and sometimes it's like, no, we want you to fight for it. Go look for that, bitch. Why is that? What the fuck? I was subbed to you, and they unsubbed me. Those dirty sons of bitches. I hate them fuckers. I know that's how come my numbers keep going back and forth so much. Okay, so here's MG's. Make sure y'all sub up to him. Check him out. Sounds like he's going to go live Thursday, maybe. If not, though, he will be over at Seriously Podcast for their wrestling, which goes on. Also, don't forget on Thursday, on Wednesday, don't forget Vic BC Live has bingo going on. And then on Thursday, also, don't forget the Traveling Fools has his new one on, which I usually end up getting tired about halfway through. I can't never seem to make it on as long as I want to. What the fuck? Why would Traveling Fools not automatically come up? That's weird. Literally, there it is. What? It's like the 7th one down. Now, mind you, that's the only one I'm subbed to, but it didn't give it to me till the 7th fucking channel down after I searched for it. Okay, and here's Fools. Paste. Okay, here's Fools. Make sure y'all go sub up to him. Check him out. Like I said, He does Thursday night. They do it all depends on what they've got up for the subject, but it's been kind of cool lately. He does a call-in show. There's 3 of them on panel, and then he has people come up and talk and visit about whatever it is their subject is on. So go check him out. And Puddletown said, have a good rest, rub your shoulder, love you guys, take care, gutters. Thanks, Puddletown. You too. Thanks so much for coming and hanging out with us. And all you guys, thanks for coming and hanging out with us. And Outlaw, thanks for coming and hanging out.
Oh, absolutely. Anytime.
Being up here with me. And all the things. Oh my God, I'm telling you what, my shoulder just fucking hates me. I'm actually, as I'm talking, I'm thinking about the fact and regretting that I have to take off my shirt and my sports bra. And you have no idea how much I know it's going to fucking hurt for me to lift my arm up to get it out of this fucking tight ass bra. I hate that. It just kills me. I don't know what it is. It's got to be like, I don't know. I fucked something up in there. Kaylin, I sent it to you. Must just be a mini school amount of fines. So use a magnifying glass. Oh, Jesus.
All right. Well, I'm going to get out of here. Appreciate it.
Yeah, MG, thank you for coming on.
Yep,
See you later.
Y'all have a good one, guys.
All right. Have a great night.
You too.
All right. Bye-bye. All right, everybody. I think we're good. Flatty already counted a few minutes ago. She gets sick of waiting on us. We take too long. Nah, Yankee, I'm sure that's not true. Lock up your Bobs and Brads shoulder exercises. Look up Bobs and Brads shoulder exercises on YouTube. I'll do that, Mr. Bill. I'm going to write that down. Bobs. I can't hardly move it very far, but Bobs and Brads. But at this point, I'm willing to try anything. There's something called Back on Track that I'm actually going to. My daughter-in-law told me about. My son, who doesn't like anything, actually tried one on his knee, and he said it felt a whole hell of a lot better. So take it off on camera. I don't believe you. Take what off? No, I'm not taking it off. Thank you. Shoulder exercises. You made me forget what I was doing, Yank. Okay, no, I'm not taking it off. I mean, I can take the camera, but I'm not taking my shit off. There I am. See, I look like, I literally have puffy eyes from not getting enough sleep. This fucking shoulder is kicking my ass. Somebody text me. 2 text me. Who was it? Damn it. I hate that I have to use a code to get into my phone. What a pain in the ass. 2. Who is it? It's you. Get the hell off. Shut up. Leave your shit on. I am leaving my shit on. But I'm telling you. Like, I can't raise my arm. Like, watch this. I can't raise it up. I can't. I can do this one, no problem. But I can't. Oh, it hurts so fucking bad, dude. It's fucking killing me. So I think it's because I overdid it yesterday, the day before. I just did too much. So I need to just give it some breaks and just go easy. You sexy bitch. I love your puffy eyes. Oh, do ya? Yeah. Gigi had a late dinner with my sons. Oh, good for you, Wanda. Good to hear. Georgia Peach, how are you, honey? We were just getting ready to wrap this baby up. I was whining about my shoulder. I'm gonna try to get over it. It'll get better. I know it will, but some bitch, I'm telling you. I hate being in pain. I can do a lot of things, but man, pain. Whoa. And I have a huge pain tolerance, but some bitch, it's just taking hold. So yeah, anyways, y'all have a great week. Thursday, as I said, you got all that stuff going on. Wednesday, there's the VIX. Friday will be Coffee Club. Make sure you come check us out. Usually it's a little more laid back, but usually we get the ladies on here and they start, sometimes the men come up, but we get the ladies on here and they start visiting about all kinds of good stuff. So make sure you come check us out and make sure you slow and gentle movements. Yep, you'll get there, right? I know I have to go easy because the minute I try to go hard on it, oh, motherfucker, that kills me. So, yes, thank you. I made it through the night. That's the good part, right? I almost thought about canceling. I'm like, no, it's just my shoulder. I'm good. I can make it through it. As long as I don't start fucking doing Twister or any of that shit. So, we're going to be fine. So, I will see you all on YouTube Streets or Friday or next Tuesday, which will be election. It will be big. Hopefully we have lots of people here. And hopefully it'll be a few multi-streams so everybody can kind of get in on the fun, and hopefully we'll do like a call-in show. I'm not exactly sure how we're going to do it, but we do want to have a good show. OnlyFans Twister's canceled, right? Yeah, can't do it, LW. Anyways, I waited up for you guys, but I just, it's definitely hurting. I think I need to break. Is anybody else going live? If you are, I will send them your way. LW, are you going live? Because I can transfer people to you, or at least send everybody there. We're trying to get LW's channel growing. So if you have not subbed up to LW, make sure you do. Let me see if I can find it. Give me 2 seconds. I know I said I was getting off here, but women have a way of prolonging getting off. Monday, I'll show up next Tuesday for the major shit show. Okay, yay, Yank. Definitely. We would love to have you, and I know TF and LW love visiting with you too, and they're who we will probably do the multi-stream with. I'm hoping, but we'll see what I don't know. I'm assuming. Are you going to be on TF's live for the paranormal stories on Thursday? I don't want to miss that. Yeah, I will, Kaylin. I will call in or be there at some point for his. Yes. Thank you, Fools. Look, Fools did LW, and so did I. But make sure you sub up to him, and make sure you also go check out Fools, because we will be there on Thursday night doing our little ghost stories and all that fun stuff. Yeah, we love you, Yank. Yep, and Kat got LW's channel too. Good, we all got him in there. Look at that. Look how much love we got for you, LW. What else? I think that's everything. I can't think of anything else. Make sure you guys go check out our store. It is up and running and going good. I have a bunch of new, well, no, I don't have a bunch of new stuff there, but I do have a couple new things. Maybe y'all want to see them. Say goodnight, Alice. I'm going to say goodnight. Yeah, all are cool. No. I'll say goodnight in just a second, but I have this coming. I'll show you my coaster I have coming. I will do everything I can to feel better. So there's my coaster that is on its way. And then we got a t-shirt that says "Drill Baby Drill." I love that one. And what else did we put up? I put up another cup. The travel mug with a handle. And then I put up this can-shaped glass. I actually think I'm going to get me one. I love it. And then, of course, the wine tumbler. This says wet on the back. Haha. And probably there's carrot cake. Don't forget about her. And also, one of my faves, Gutter's Pub. In Pornhub style. Anyways. We are getting ready to rumble for certain. And I will do everything I can to feel better, Flatty. Thank you, sweetheart. All right. Now I'm out of here, I swear. I swear. Right after I stop that. And my intro, my outro, I believe, should just automatically play. Let's see. Stay in the studio until the outro video finishes playing or the broadcast may not end properly. Okay. So, good night, y'all. Thank you very much for coming and hanging out with us. Love y'all immensely. And I will see you in the YouTube streets. Bye.
News bullshit. Step right up, got tickets on sale. In today's episode, trains coming off the rails. Watch it all burn from the screen on your phone. But don't you worry about it, you're safe at home. Every talking head will tell you everything's fine. It's the blind leading the blind. Yeah, it's a circus out here, we're wobbling on a wire. There's a lady with a beard, clowns juggling fire. Elephants and donkeys got us jumping through hoops. Y'all wish that I was lying, but you know that it's the truth. Get your popcorn ready and pour you something strong. If the world's still spinning, the shit show goes on. Well, the world's strongest man just dropped the ball, and the tent's caving in from the weight of it all. Yeah, the lion's at the cage, puppets in a rage, and the ringleader's on parade. It's a circus out here, we're wobbling on a wire. There's a lady with a beard, clowns juggling fire. Elephants and donkeys got us jumping through hoops. Y'all wish that I was lying, but you know that it's the truth. Get your popcorn ready and pour you something strong. If the world's still spinning, the shit show goes on.
Come on. Witness the greatest show on earth. Ignore the flames.
It's a circus out here, we're wobbling on a wire. There's a lady with a beard, clowns juggling fire. Elephants and donkeys got us jumping through hoops. Y'all wish that I was lying, but you know that it's the truth. Get your popcorn ready and pour you something strong.